lolo do tikure nuje nyaka emegbo tiku nyaka oye lolo ne santo mafakona olo lolo ne santo mafakona olo lolo ne santo mafakona olo obenu ka emegbo tiku nyaka oye afinye lolo do tiku ne nuje nunca emewo tiku nunca oye lolo ne santo mafakona olo ayo 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 komado ayolo ayo komado nyaya kere jinyale gbegbe ayo komado ose iye ose iye ose iye
Mix 100.9 FM. Now, and Wednesday, January 21, 2026. And the time just about gone 22 minutes past 1. Now, me man teach you my dear Bremo, me man teach you my dear Bremo. Me am the one champion from ADAKABRI Mamudu Osioma. Na Pedro Kojo Damiado na production using in Astro. Major or say Ajmai Ebony Chidom. Na entry Enzo and a service Rancho no. Na technical production Abna Frema a bankrupt. Ono and a warfare I share ama all social media handles Unsa Etimi Akabi Enunti Anna or say. Yapasida some farmer engineering team no Achu Agbo Walker Kwatia Kwana Najari Nanabuaji Adasan Kunoma na wono die asida so echo Emma facilities team no Big Solo and Dada and Godfred Yao ai Mapuna na Milson Siasan Brand say tatai and womo esoso eboa ahwe amabibi akoso na ahobua interview kakra ho issues no kakra ho ebebie phone line kakra ho newspapers no so no munsam no ni nyina ade yanim gusuneti need 100.9 FM na dia bani aye adwantie the friend no aye karama ana wono ana wode a gospel of aye a medley of gospel, high life, and a baby, and a pea, and a bray. Manu Koroma, and I old is a humano.
Ay, 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 viviti monele di kunalie. Mauya manolo, akaya manolo. Vignalo, Repora, Ole Gromia Vignalo, Ole Gromia Vignalo. No segname qua, Obina Giro. Pasco Sebe, Fonamiro.
Na away and summer Edawanum and saying, I see population growth outstripping the availability of intra-city minibuses or deliberate sabotage of government and transport economy. I see population growth outstripping the availability of intra-city minibuses or deliberate sabotage of transport economy. And I dear Benia, Yadi Ebu say, I say, and nipa and abedoso, ewo and crying, any Kumasi, any Takrad, any Tamale, Ama and Unti, a trotra, a fawamono, Ama and Nipaka Krumu, Dodo, and I say, Sha and Obia Shada. Obama or my ma aqua which remove and Yabadran Yenny emotions and twinching. Now, you know, what is saying? What is the expected hardship an accused person will experience in Ghana that you will exchange for detention in abroad? Also, what is the expected hardship an accused person would experience in Ghana that you will exchange for detention abroad? And also saying, Ghana. Say your boss of Bobby Class away your BBA near Chiriwa, say your Yoko, say your NIB, say your CID. Yana or how bepa na be komu, say your Kamasam Ghana, and Jabab Casa did them per se, and Yanchime and Famin to a year a damn Ewa Manone, and Munsamina, Ebeba, Gusu, never yang. And in newspapers are and anopai a baby drew ye any moon somebody be and ya train say ya de bebremo and it tell us so nanina and famra majari me mo trase
ya java
or anybody now what to say
Nyakopa don boko
the nyamiase ahudwan no shase entem sa
kakra
ahudwan shase entem sa anti ene enkomo kakra chicha kakra na wo so ensusu ye na dia na de wakoma so
oh and then they say when you say ye nyina ye nigye ne say oman no ye beda be sori na asumdwei e wo oman ne mo na oman mufo no ye mfa ahohiehie mo na da bia no oman mufo ni diye because oman mufo ni diye a say oyo panyin e wo oman ne mo a say oyo ohene say woye mampanyin say oyo mrahye bedwane say woye police panyin say wodye adwuma mpanyin bi say wo manfo diye a na wasomdwo inti da bia no
beto hu eye oman na pomodene a eje say wo de be hwe oman ma pomodene enu omo yiedie There's a Ghana way.
Sa.
But so Ghana na po mo dene. Just a wash share on my mana ye Ghana for na ye te Ghana on my man. O ma po mo dene ene o mu ye die. Because you tie o.
Na eno na me yeti mehu se ampa o man ne konkan ana se o man na jija. Enam so mamufo no ye no mo a yeti o man mu se eno ma nko yie man a o man ne bebre. Yen na ese bibia ko yie na je se o man ma jojo na sumdue aba enti da bia no ye de si ye ne so se ye betwe so o man no be jojo akwakwa se ofa ye no sentrofu ye kra se ye te radio so se ye trotro se ye wa be vuntinta o man so na ye ka bibi no ye hu se o man ye timu eti dia ye be no na ye bi se ye hu se dia ye e dia sumdue be bo man ni ma ye nyina ye ho ato ya na enam se wuntimi nko radio be so na na se wuntimi trotro bibia wo wi ana wadwane from man mu da bi ye no nyina na ete ya kodo na ye no nyina na ete
o se ebubo ye nyina
ebebo ye nyina eti da bia na na montuo na ye etu no ne ye bisa ye ho se anamo na ye etu no e ya anamo a ede eye jojo ye ebeba na so say the city ede asumdwei ebeba o manimu ede yedie ebeba o manimu ana madam fu bia na oye abankra chepani wo Professor Mills time na JDM ba ekra wasa paw no ono ana say abankra chepani wo sa mensene ne mo no no na ne yire osoro no pa bia na question na ne yire bisa na ansa kra okotwe ne si o na ne yire bisa ne say ko na wu koi edien e na wo koye ede abo mensene na yedie
edien na wo koye ede abo mensene la samwa ya feto ba ne busa no
ebisa no na ofre adwuma mba na yire age na wa atu a waboa no a ensuo bi wanya ensuo bi de agu no ho no edidi awie no okọ bedroom or retire to bed no na oba na bisa no se na ene ekọ sen
ya je se reporter oba no age
no eti na yire na tene no
yire na
yes o dem
na ye musa no ho se se oba no so busa be ma ne se na wo koi wa ma ye be ye den imwa ne be ye sen
wa ma ye be den de eno ne o be ma ni tirim
sa dem ti question you ti question you
wa ma ye be den de
se see we ye be ma right woni wo yire ene wo ma wo be ni nkwala miensa ma wo no so hono wo yire wo ena nkwala miensa ti moye enipa enum ena makan mu yi so hono na bia obuafo bi ba kon eka ho na masem ne se wo ba no ebusa masem ne se oba no ebusa se na wo koi se wa ma ye be ye den
eti eno no obawu se wova oba no question no obebisa no saa mu aye no ewo ni kunu ni tirim eti eno na ebe ma ni kunu na hu se etoto ye ben eno watoto eti saa mu aye ne de ewo ni kunu ni tirim ene ni yire ni nyina
dabi o sati question bi wadware u asiesie o o kwa adwuma right na wo ne wo yire ene nkwala miensa enkwala su omu be ko school oba yi siesie omu na buafo ba kontimu ye ni pensia na mu wo fie ho no
esa pepepe
na oba yi busa say na daddy anope ho ye o sai me ho ye na hoboa no se mi si abontre na me kwa adwuma yi ene o se na wo kwei wa ma ye be ye den
Obasa
uzi muaye ne nyesa
muaye de muane ntimi mfiri dipa bako because sa question we no se wo yire ebisa o sa question na eye household no it is muaye we there it varies it varies na mom se obisa me general we ya obetimi aka kire yire nse mama nyakopon behwem
we
na me ka kire
mama fa muaye ne
mama nyakopon behwem
mama fa muaye ne ma ya ti we no yi you will safeguards wono ma nyina mu safeguard they want to say dwuma wo ye on say ya ye mra kura say e wo say eye o senate yetua
Aye.
On say yesan what third tier titiro na nka ye provident fund
Aye.
and sana wo pension
Yeah.
ususu betimi ahwehwe kwane betimi afaso a wo be pension enti se Marjorie odwini ko akire a kokoye wo pension the company bia betimi ahwama tika sen na de beto won ma ye pension so no the company bia wo betimi aye life insurance the company bia wo ye mu adwuma sese no omu betu ya senate now so di bia ka ho na senate de ato amount na minimum of 240 months no se ba se woko ahomgie mu a yatimi amema abosome yaketua na yasa amount eye suka puduo ba akososo amanabo right na pe eye fund managers a omususu betimi aye 30 ade amount me say saying 30 tete provident no why be senate nsusu no o company no etete edeko nsusu wo hwe ema periodically ko hwe statement no eye na wakwa akopɛ eye company nsusu a ubetimi aye o pension so no na wape company nsusu a betimi aye life policy sa no ma nine way afa mu oba ni musa say daddy na wo kɔ na wa ma ye be ye dan a emu ebe na fe de be mo
wo fa send na me kire wo say we na plan o nti say be ma no enye ya emu ebe na de be ma no enti we no a plan within the family
se be ma ni nye ya January entem
okay
if we say nyankropo an hyehyɛ sɛ be ma mewu ema sabe wo ho nkyere
okay
be ma mewu ema nkwala ho nkyere wo mo enti plan your future
okay
and hwɛ ema nkwada ho nkyere wo mo enti kokope life insurance bi na ye right je advice na pe company our yes strong
okay
answer that bi ye kwakwa ya company no wode ebe mamo so no kwakwa ye pension efato hwe se wo ye adwuma a wo senate ebe ko
sa
hwe se ye pen sen ubenya ba bia ubetimi anya fund managers bia 30 a obeye
yeah
na no na hye wo nkuran se ukọ na wa ma oba ne nkwala no ma wo mu nsu bebre mo mo nyadan
and wo ma mu nsu ba wo fa de wo kan de where you individualistic your friend is saying tendency so because the working bema na yiri baby sana sa question ntina me kan say it varies bema bi wo ho a no no so nim de ode esie baabi a se daachi bi ono no bema ni nim se oni ho a enti se na busua ho kire no enti se oba ne timi bisa o sa question ne de a etina me kan say answer ne de e wo bema ni tirim because bema no nim ne plans a waye e de ama ne household say all kwe say daachi bi se wa ma de wo hweni eto oba ne timi bisa o sa question na wo bema me fa sa plans ni nsie na we bie mu de ama
atie se de ye mema no kwe si ye no na me ken kan ba e galam say dum so de o say ADAKABRI
yeah
the man will be annoyed if the woman ask him this question. Why does she want him dead? I want to say the city here. See, I told me, Nipa Baby Cry, will on Pesa Oye. Now, you didn't say, or ya will, now Obew. Now, you didn't say, or ya will, one shot, ne manone, and the Yellow Kuno.
Yeah,
I'm a will, I kick starting tentem. But planning, if you fail to plan, then let us say you are planning to fail. Now, must someone say, and sasa wotna safe enough for lack of planning and now be go school na ni age
yeah
and odi go school
yeah
afa yesene papa ko okrom no ka bia body papa na afa di akwada no ebeyesu akwada no ebeyesu enti question na mimi busa no a said the galam say dum so say oba be ma no bubefuo no and sasa be ma no ni bufuo na emom no e wo say enyane be ma no
we dey say nya bu
say enyi enhyehyeye be na waye de ato wo say me may wo de man you know ba no ho bebre na tuod ma dia ya ne say wo be bo bra no wayire wo ho aye adwuma day and night odu aho de nyina na wo be wuo na wo ba no be de be bo life no amfa anya de pa bia na o ma ho be kire wo mo de hia ne say dwene nkwala no ho se nkwada no a me kwa me be se me ni ho no mo a oba no wo capacity so betimi ahwe nkwala no ana wo dwene say oba de nkopa be ma foforo bi nware no na be ma kro na mehwe wo ma fa mo ana and you plan. And no normal na ya make
yeah
make sure say o pension why you want to ye ni nyina so no e savings abra wo ti ase because wo go ye adwuma kra na wo na yama wo base pay no aye ketewa bi na allowances na ye kese ni ye do base pay na calculate your pension at the end of the day na wo be ko pension na snit be be mo no na omu wia e your base pay na ye ketewa
bi sa na ya dwen ye yen
ani ye dey allowances ni ma na wo ti allowances ni nyina di to ahunu enu nti wo timi kwakwa your pension na snit ni wom na provident ni so 30 anu wom na your friend say life insurance so no ni nyina ewomu a ubehunu say we are confident ubehunu say so what you want mo a unim say wo ma eho nkyere wo mo utim say wo ma eho nkyere wo mo ti ato sesi na o ma school fees kura no say wako best point no akwa educational policy say what is takuntaku beto to order who gas here baby school fees aso amo abobena ni nyina ne say yam planning and that culture of savings ni yanye and yanwini china yadwene nenko a and nanu a yanya betie no a your friends katenkwan kolemami katenkwan na wadi dwene china ho to ba ni busa wo say daddy the nyame aso asori ye say wo kwa adwuma be that who quiz wa ma ye be ye den a wake up call nyane no wanyane wo enti no
eno na enya abufuo so we the way enya abufuo we you say
eno dia ba no excuse so
ya wo emema ni bi wo kra ya emema no ko a ya wo ma ni bi so wo ha o ma ye no ma kra de asiesi o mo which is very bad
mamen kan fama Ghana ha excuses ebua yen ema ye fail to plan when say you planning so excuses no ebetimi efi what's saying ADAKABRI pensions are currently under haircut wherein lies the guarantee nyamini yadum on said osika no as the pensions no and non political decisions bi ahunchire bi nti no on so work catchira wo say or no be your reason ti obi be ka say there bi insurance companies ahudo bi wo Ghana ha say suban omutimu nti no enipa pi nyi insurance ni nanya hankwa internationally BCCI mirror Maxwell Mutamina pensions adwumafo pensions Heathrow Airport kakraka na siwo no ubadia dey say university lecturers pension any of the operating Heathrow Airport they are part owners of Heathrow Airport and the university pensions our guy you take for omo pensions ka no investment ben ya dey Ghana ha dey ama omo so no into certain category of adwumayefo no omo pension kambo mu a etibi ya ade ma ewo amamfaso ba the point is do not always lament excuses ehia hwehwe results ni nyina ne say me busa majari say ukwe oba ne busa wo say daddy na yi ukwe nyame mfa nko na wa ma me ni nkwade ye be ye den
eno na wo
plan papa bi
wo plans na ade ama oba no be maybe on the plans
sound
yeah it obisa wa na we outline is our plans no ade ama no
sound
so say na my idea to na be man kran ntesa
wo kachire no so
ntesa wo twen ma oba ne bisa wo
ebusa wo
debi ntesa wo twen ma oba bisa wo sa de no kran de because ye me man say ye gitum say even say wo fa ye twro no kran na or the position be am ya sa position no obi anti we nyi free ensem or see you are the head of the family.
So Obana submissive.
You are the head of the family.
Obana so anya submissive.
Say Obaya submissive. Say one year submissive. Bema, you are the head of the family. And no, your unconditional. Condition be an time was Obania submissive answer. And unti and as a wood to an amon be an say, well, yeah, I should ye. So on say the city, no. It's you being the head of the family, and so Obania submissive. You have to know how. Who said what I say? We are candinia. At the moment, ubedi ekuo bi anim no. Naturally no. Nyankopon nakasa wo kwan obefa so no adom nyansa na de ekuo nanim.
Sound.
Yeah. It will be short decisions be o ha. Oh, na wake now to odi. Obon so omo kan wi an waboa no table so. Bo se wo yi wo de ani pie ya. na a finalize
na no wunyi ne se
bibia
nyankopon adwene na wode ama wo na ma wotimi process ade no ye brainstorm ya no process na wode no adi mu but ye de reshe nyame mu blanket say nyame beye na one take practical steps because your processes your activities in the one process say ade no act upon adwene na ba ye no na wotena se ya say wo twen se nyame
se enuti
manna will fall from heaven
manna enfole dia me kire ne say dia ye kan nyina na activation period enye say wote wa wo say et say your friend is saying so for bi ase onkom say wo ofi ebeye ebekun o drivers ana ofi ebeye ekun onso driver na akwa bi now the nam eye ka kwan so eno no kra na kire wo say dia zofo ne ka be ma sa prophecy ne kra be mu ntam na wona me wa ya hweyie won konkonko twa we take precautionary measures me nyi ni say ebi asan commission no say te say be mu kra be
so wote wono mu a enti wo mpae bibia ni wabebe wakwan mu a enye nyame ene bebe na kwa akwan mu so wo mpae no ni muaye a betime de ama bibia bebe wakwan mu wo mpae a de besi wakwan mu bia de enti a wo de asede ma awurade ne say apart from the ono wa wele say emra wa brabo mu no bibi fufuro bia ntime mamu bia
emma be say no
emma utimi ye focused ye mi phone line no na ye mu say ye nuanom no say ansa na ya ba ye main topic no so say o yiri busa say daddy ye na wo koi so wa ma me ne nkwede ye be ye dan a say na be si age no say obusa say daddy wo koi say wa ma me ne nkweda no ye be ye dan say na be si age no and that's the same enkomo no a wo pese enhyehyɛ ye ben no be ma na ye and enhyehyɛ ye ben no wo be pese be ma ne wonye na ye nya so mfa so de no ubetimi apɛ kwan foforo bi so de aka no na ho hia che wo se wo pension che wo se wo life policy che wo se wo timi wo ye friend saying wo snit yi bi abɛhwɛ se company ni betua ama so wo de kaka yate de asoso ho hia se wo se wutimi eya nhyehyɛ ebi kura timi kwa as far as say obey funeral policy kura we under 50 years I timi kwa funeral policy
o say ka insurance ne dia na insurance na ko say ade asesi a bibi putupuruto wa wuntimi
ye pense
ka ho enye ye
kas was it dede pa na ye no
ye dede guna so
I love that was it dede pa na ye no
so you guys are making noise
dede pa na ye no
yes ono so huni say dede ne ye don't ne dia no
what you say asemo wo kan na wo sore na wakọ na wo ba wo kọ adwuma na wo ba wo kọ no adwuma bibisi wo kwan say ye yare say ye akwanhia na wantumi akọ adwuma bie mu a wo se wo to say won nwene say na meye den ama muaye no entimi nya sa instrument ye kekan bi wo se ye dede pa wada roma yanka de be ye ne de frewa 0302257902 0302257902 and I said 0302243540 the ebe hia ma say obra wo mu sese no ubadwene ahwe kan said dem fanspin school wo mu ka no say na mantimi ankwa adwuma me ne me yire ne me ma ye be ye den ye didi yare ye nti mantimi ankoma ni mu a me ma omo be destitute na edaya no ye papa yare ye papa nya accident ye papa ewu ananse enei ye wa interventions e betimi aye ama se bibisi ye kwan na ye ntimi ankwa adwuma ana ye ntiase a ye ma hi sa ye ntie de ode bae good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ajafro saying
from Mr. Sare.
Is that me ntie we
You ADAKABRI da sipa na de tie ne se who say Ghana no e fere Ghana mo mre so enema we ne yamfa ntete yen enti ye da wasipa e ga so hwa ye won go bebre sebe e wa boso kan bi mu kantamanto a omo de omo nya ban adwuma automatically ne ye beti wo e so sa sa ni mu die wo mu a sebe ye mu bi ye ni mu ne nti security bi gu bank travel no fa na bi bi I know that weekend what said there to the people what to for when yan konta ondua na ho ka if you that say u bi bi na mo ya ne nyina so be ko gina say u do ho be ko insurance bi so na fe do duru say wo so ko krimu no o so dey article ne mara ne ne ma but mo desperate for the moment this I me say ho na ma ya media na bo so bi ma na ba na ja kakra na me dey amom so mo banku if you that say u bi Ghana for this because say obi kura ati kwa ho fa de a wo ba o so ya simi parent ango no so kura be ti ba ye bi nenso nimu de anyway
and then the senatefoɔ no kura no and the senatefoɔ wɔn hyehyɛ yɛ sɛ wonya aban adwuma kura na akwanya sɛ wa betimi aka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ ɛyɛ na watwe bia menya 10 cities bosumi bia menya 10 cities senatefoɔ no wɔ san hyehyɛ senatefoɔ no bɔ ho dawuro da bia
adakabri de wo kan de ni na ne yɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ pepa to de meka na wo ti ase
metio pa
aposo kan ha yɛ wo yi senatefoɔ no bi ba ha nenso esa sen kai bi on be peda ko bi ne bi won be stage bo mo se ne de ye chire mu because say bi ye business fo bu ha ko pass class ni onu de oba ye no a wa be sha se no kra no o fo kra so o ko se ne ti ho no
edimia mepe Inko Joseph no waka kire Director General of Social Security and National Insurance Trust na omo tigu montre so no omo mra boso ka no omo mra ba bibibre na akwanya bi mra so de bibi besie
mo ma despite fo no mo mra
best assurance when mo member ave me musa say wo yiri ebusa say ye da ye da nyame asesa de pa bi achen o wasiesie ho a wo koi na nkwadaa so na me siesie omo do ma ko school na da so kwa na wa ma na bibinti untimi nya adwuma bie mu emfa income ma da ye be ye den obusa wa say na be se react
adakabri me da pa na sa se mo we ni nyina me be gina oba no gibia me koma no ni kita ho dia me ne wo any chance in baby you feel baby o ba bu ho a se me o ko bisa wi wan hwe yie pe na se wonyi ni nia o ba ka se ne o pe kra so de ka kofi na o go no fa japade e o ba bu ho a o dri ka tiri pa mba to de me ka no da se
ni tie o papa
o ba bu ho a ye va se tete ho kra no se de se bu ko ware tra bi a ye se tra bu fo we ma de o mba yam frotoa asabu enkwan
ai
esa de no tete ho no ebe se na no mutirimu ntino amara be se de ne wono yiri kura eda ho no na japade bebre bamu a o ya suro wa ya it is about ko bi na no anopa ejoda a wo ko juma no bi say daddy na wo ko wa ma bi mu a wo ka se na so fo bi kura no so bi taw na eno so no ne mo na be gina circumstances ze de no tie wo ne kita ho bi tie na se wo fi se nya dwom mo no di bi taw di a ene na ja se wa ye se de wo kan bi a na ke ne wa se tiri mo se mami my bank no to grab my account number is saying my ATM number is saying yes will be bicho dia
it is
no worry that so na why so why I know bisa say hey you got na wo ko wa ma bi mu a wa hwe ye bra wa ba ka so for business o be bisa
waye as that yes that's nyame nka mu nyina mo aboto ka afo nyina yesu dam me chia ba bia wo bia wo no chairman 0302 257902 se enhyehyɛ na wobɛyɛ ama senti bibi esankan na wontimi nya adwuma na wontimi any income na umma especially wɔn enye nyanka na ɔmo betimi akɔso akɔ ɔmo suku na sɛ oyiri busa wo enyane wo da na di mpo ɛna wayɛ sɛ wonni hɔ a yenye nyanka ne yenye mmɔbɔ a ɛyɛ bufusa mana. Good afternoon. Hello. Nana mo akuni. Nana hwan na woni ne kasa enye de etimi ka asem a mekura mesen afemi. Sa na kasa wa abontene.
Obi na kasa na ba line mu wada roma.
Na nipa wo kasa se ya mama Esther na kan wo sefo ano ka asempa. Wate? Mumfama no kan asempa na eye de Ghana for dictionary Jimmy nko na da bia ye kan. Aha, anti nana kache no wonfa na no nka asempa mama Esther o se for wa no ka asempa wate ya na asempa so mna wakwan na obi se ebunsu ene ye fe ne sen kwala bombade a no muntu fufu ma moni mitio nana
wo pa na wa fi siapa am say yedi bonya wie nem se ne fezi a me kata wo bi kase we so na nya bombo ye ho ban so ma afi akwa afa beti ende anaga wabo ye ho ban papa bia ye nti ya adom no nkwa ye kala ato ye so oba ka me kan say na de o ma ye sua ade e wo ya blabum because enye go ho ofa ye used to ta ne ma ya wo kan say ofa wa foli anopa na nka o yiri bisa wo say de ko ukwe wa ma me nka ye be de nanka anka enya asemboni o anka yo okwampa so ba na bisa wofa na so ne ye ma ye no muti uno one te tampon oye na bi de asiewu asaso kwa otokwa ma wu ubeti wo so wasi da o baabi e ba ne sana unya opepa enka otuma asem emfa nkyere oyire anasa oyire no na woka se dia o ye unu mpa wo di say anasa wo di say atwa na wofa me de ma fa ho ni de aye me manager bibia no bia no me mo mu se amedi ade we atwa anasa ade we ni se mo ma na se miniwa a ade we ada ha de mu kwohwe mo sa ebe kan o wofa de be wu ni se gye mane no mo ti wofa e ke me ko ye da show mu tu se oba kwa wale a yesi unya ade a wo di be fie
nane excuses in the ye nyina ye mabi but asema ye busa ne say when enim se okọ no obesan aba when enim se okọ no obesan aba nenti ye wo instruments bebre wo hono ma sa instruments no ebetimi akushin wo de wo ba no kwa na anyini dia monwini nkwala adwena kwala no ho enkwadam ya wo nkwala miensa baako ye 12 baako ye 8 baako ye 6 na san kwada hwani gia ye anopa no mo ma me ka wo mo so munya ntam ha mu ye late mo sori na nkwala ko school ba ne esresre ne edi nkomo ne ade na eye ade baako pe ebetimi asi ebetimi ayo obi mfom so na wo wansa mabiem na san kwala no wantimi anya nhihye bia ebetimi ama ma toa so akọ school no na ankwala no will be at the behest of bia omo maame na fe na omo maame ne kofa be ma fofora ma wa hwe wo no asa hwe wo ma naka ho ana
ofa am say Ghana ha no ofa insurance company bi bo ha yen tasto ofa onu say me koya insurance Ghana ka bo sum bia ye timi ska our bank omo ye say u tua se na be 6 months a ubetimi aba be claims na ka we dey say what to aso ofa me check am bo be 2 years 3 years me ko ye no almost a mini belly job about me. In fact, I am a insurance company, the metabolic more high seat robber. Offer. I am more, yes, sir. Who do over to be useful? No, no. Talk what you do, why watch at Navy and insurance company will say, yeah, ye any marking can into Oka, I said that to follow your blah. But now to tell me where then you can follow your insurance no.
Matiwas into Gusuna member excuses in this na who the Miss Matthew so came so
and then over my last year on a measure the cost net because me a driver the Makoa will soon be no trust be a trauma that be a new can benefit that you motive their bomb brother over now some money insurance company in Casa say
insurance company no okay senate asem eye senate asem akan senate no eye aban adwuma aban entimi mfa usika enni tame to wonu yi imini afia frempoma wokoto shares wo eye Ghana Commercial Bank GCB that time na eye ne cousin baako na ne cousin not tema now eye director of training Ghana Commercial Bank Auntie Frances your friend Frances Saki the late Frances Saki oni ne two maame for say maame nkoto eye Commercial Bank eye shares ama maame a no won school no ba no ekoto Ghana Commercial Bank shares besine that documents no Mrs. Tapenyi no nyina hwe bia ne ani age say me maame nya adwene bi say okoto shares me to no yebetimi aka say so ye part owners of Ghana Commercial Bank because eye ni nua kuma Francis Saki na etu no for so nkoye sa it point ne say yan hwehwe say ka excuses be free ya kwan so na yan hwehwe yedie to the sense afiso ye okura wakwa ye medicals akwase ye physical examination medical examination so we fit and anya fit yenye bibia no say yedidi gum sa nana komo bi mra bie wo dem ye didi gum sa atia na mam kwa fa how bi amfa man kwala no kofi luma na eken ozi good afternoon wafa Thank you for the great work. But seriously, you have woken me up listening from United Arab Emirates. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, me ADAKABRI.
Mini Evans me entiwe.
Yo, edi kan me bo abaso na mentia yewura bo ache jako ene wa danfo kote aboa kan de Japan. Ira me da se ode asemo yaba. Na awarefo no bebre se oba ko bisa be masa asemo ya. Me ready awari jai kra beba. Cause aware no bebre asundwe nim. Ne tosubium o ka ye pension. Me rame am te he me je pension. Na oman na ye tim no. Nsi sei bia ekoye koma Ghana mpenifo. Adenti na me kata. The highest pension payer or G26,000 point something. Na afi mu ama 10%. Me ba pension yende afi na me pension 2,000. Na uma 10%. Me ro nipa no G20.
A 10% increment.
Yes, 10% increment. Into ufi say me am 1,000 no say na me nya.
Anytime me ka bibi kira wo say ye kwaye adwuma no a ye bedi ne nenti no na ye base pay no eye ketwa bi na ye the allowances no housing allowance, transport allowance, power allowance na ye no pufu etibo so me so a onim say oje 20,000 onim say oje 2,000 as na the base pay no just about 5-10% of total amount of oje ne bosome no near the base pay na calculating the pension into obekwa ahomegye mu a wobeji ska no no oni daku
wo fa menji wanu Ghana ya aketua ne nye me ka me befie sika na me dia enu na nle ma befie so many years me pension ye 1,000 now me what me light bill me top 500 more than 500 to 600 a month and some water bill near the aba in next year omaya ye ti wofa nkokrafo ye private security most of them are ye juma abefie one ye juma nkan edu da bi na me hu private security nkokradia na me see me trust ne to so biom wofa ye insurance companies e woman bebrenye papa me koye life assurance mame owu ye no enyoma omudi ye kenya nyame aka eji ame wo prison wo nsawam me ko office no wo Accra High Street me kan obe hu insurance pro ena say kapre wo mo amfa mame me sika wo mo age for some years so a me sanka me insurance pe na me buaku twese o ka enya problem o Ghana wo fa di se mo amu wo din na ya na wo musuro mu omanya ye tim jese undi din a wasemba obi enka bi ma me ye me ka me tim se nye police aka insurance kra kamin pia bi da
Evans bia na wo mo ne se ni nyina no ye afutuo a ye nkyerɛkyerɛ se mu ema ye unhunu ho ano because ukokɔ ye no the akoba ne say insurance company no National Insurance Commission and a regulate no kane na nka te London a ka insurance kura no ka insurance a ye de ba fom ma utumi tua ne bia mpre nan ansa na afena so ekoya ma fe utumi tua ne empredu na afena so afekwa ye kwa ne se bosumi bia na watu insurance they say they would tua light bill they say they would tua phone bill ubedi de say ne Ghana ha say to say no ukokoye car comprehensive kura no a yes national health insurance akoye hye yes say yempene emma o stagger payment say udi ubetuatua mu mpre nan yes confesika ni nyina bra boom edi confesika ni nyina bra boom na hwe say who insure a property in the region of say 4 billion 400,000 and 300,000 na ye je 19,000 cities na National Insurance Commission say yanyi 19,000 nyina boom enti imagine say unya akwanya say den kamen koye third party an kanye third party ana na wo ye 19,000 no wasan ye third party property damage say me property worth e bia 4 billion 3 billion no matua 19,000 no esay ya wo de 3 billion no obi obetua de amame na emum say me ko say majori ade worth e bia 30,000 also betua 8,000 cedis pe na the balance aka no gisa me say ko pe bosia na de tua majorika ni nyina nipa do se nanim
masemu etwa to o yembre nim ni boame my process wo cocoa processing more than 25 years ni.
A CPC.
Because say yenya kaprimpo wo ho da na.
Wunim ba bia be kwa kobusa.
Sorry, cars akese na omuto na omutretlem. Yenya ye to shares no besi ne. Dividend kapre kura yenya bi da.
Omo ya annual general meeting, ti ya tete. Omo ya annual general meeting, I publish omo audited accounts nyina. Iti ya mo ni nko ho no why?
Mate.
Fachira woman no, fachira woman, fachira wo yire, fachira woman nko a why?
Mate na afi to Ghana mpanimfo aketua wo man yi munye. Nti onipa no be ko pension no this okoye private security. Me da se.
Yes, that was it. Hey! Asemni good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ofa.
Tani ya no ama aneso ama hen.
Oh, Ofa, where umi abe ma na Ofa se Francis atama tama.
You mean to Francis?
Ofa no anya bibia didie.
Madi TZ na eye runabout no yamade na ye fe ne sen tawo ne kakra na wele kakra na
Yeah, for the me tell me ben wan ko se ebia se na kampe do mo kakra na kampe ma ne kakra. Nanka me die light soup kakra bi nanka me pe bi fo salade ni kakra de mam. Nanka me die light soup kakra bi de mam meja. Fufu bi ana ma wo kakra de mam. Afa de wa bi no di na me shira.
Amen.
Afa ya bo na be ma tere de win na ba so aka nko no fo am.
Ati.
Afa yes. Na me shira. Me mo afisha pa ma Jerry. Afa wa da me mpaye ba ko. Omo mu di mo bless on fa so mo. Asana wa frem kote afi delegate mun baba maka de Japan on the bit mabwade mi chairman event of for opa oman ye mo bo man ni proper structure the oba ko bi sani ko se na wo pe wa ma di ma be ma ko ba di de oba no ko ba yam pe to e di aflam an ko ma di oba ni ni me da pate na so oba so be ni bisa be ma sadia ne o to ni be ma ni di bi ofa wa di bi ko krom ha nye o fete wa bonte oba no kwa ni fite so de bi o to de bua be man kakra no na oba na si den ti onu ko na be man bi sa so na be ma so ti bi na so ko oba de nke so de bi a unu kun be fa de die na mi wura wo ye o iti ti ben
enu anta wo nua ma ne bi ho na wo faase ne bi o tu omfo se da bia no mo ntwe omo kunu no madwene nsidie betimi ayede abon koda ho ban na omunya se da bia omo question wo mu kunu na wo mpnanie na mpnanie na mpnanie na ekozi sen
ofaneni ye problem no ofaneni ye problem no nti topic wo mi pa cho sa pa prebi because ni pa de ja padia tangulo mo ofa ni pa de ja padia tangulo because no so to oba no ono oba ni pe pa ni wa mo oba na ma ni pe ni ni atati na tangulo e ja padia na tangulo ofa mi ni mama ko treasure bi de a sikano akam o ma mo bi ama no ma ko ti na ntere antre me ba
so you secret or you secretive
of ampajote
me say or you secretive
of abana ta to emboa abana se emboa se wonya dia akora ba sa so to dia oba ne dia te dia mpante ni bi ba sa wo oba dia e pa wo choma ni oba bro adi dia wo yi dia tra wo ba wo kira wo ba no so na wo training fanya wo fa to obo mo di wonya enye ko no kwa so na wo training se dia wo ma yi dia ma akora no so yi bi te de ni ti ma no enti member because it means of a woody adam say o ma mi amba ba to shares or commercial ba o na ye ma mi no to ye kula bi kula yi nti o fa ye etisa setisa o pa wo ma e ba no na ma ba te nyam an se wi atin jama o me ni ada ka sa ni ye na ye pe no nti o fa we abata na mo fi mo ni mo kro mo ba ko na mo kro mo kro mo ni mo kro mo ni me ma so mo ye japade a mon panchira mo yere no mon panchira mo nuanu na mon fambra to afa no se di ana no pro de ton wota dia mi wo company we ye me ba ma gari dia wo factory we ye me ba bi amadia wo sani we ye me ba e friend sani oda me dia afa obo ni se wo bi no na butu afo no kra sa be dia fi nkura ni sem nti mo a mo ye lawyer so mo se ta amdani so fa sani mi na me ka twa se me japa de eye me ba kwati na no dia there is no way to my papa go di baby of am sero that of people that pabla na mampo japa ja kan mampo japa eti ata nkofo nsa a omo nkofo na ma se omo bra nten ta de no wan de bet ma bo omo ma nko mo ma bi Enso ade na kodia no.
Yeah, there was. Two more callers. Na obani bebusa seneda. Yeah, the radiasio da. Nyame mfa nkom rankwala no so me yo mo ready no ma ko school. Da ya atwa adwene si so wu ko enu ama bi ma da ye be ye den. Me ne nkwala no be ye den. Question na what be ma no opapa wani so. And answer a question na be ma no wada wo nyane no ana. Instruments wo ho a ebetimi protect him against a unexpected disaster in the family ana. Good afternoon. Hello. Ntina yekuso two more callers na fe yenko. Good afternoon. Fena phone so fena ne buafu. Yeah, yes try ne biem na. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Afternoon pacho no ama ne so kakra man.
Pacho your family. Aja ikafa fin sound photo bi. You ofada. ADAKABRI sa feel after some no here. You mouth shabazo.
You go back again.
You. Like a car transport system no. Say no. If you my ma. They be a special I cook say Accra. Traffic. I didn't tell Vanessa. I won't be an entry film say outdoors. The last 2 years ever in our traffic in outdoors. You don't know Jandava for us. You say, Daphne, Yantiman for in ye. So we'll be in back, baby sense, Oma, or for Takaba. Or be Joe Siamasamai. No son, exit, transport for Edico. You say, Ama Amasama quiet then, at Choku. She say, Upe, a Boba said 4:35 Nabugamasama, Nipe Guo, our Pekka Bansam, and not a enemy. Yes, sir. I'm only sick, I do it and find your bonnet. And my own chair, sir. No, we are mobile. The banner said, what bands are and some man, go to the street in Fambra. We will talk. Now, my own chair, Oko can, what's over for a for Esa and ye, yes, sir. In your person, my temper, and in your own toy. In the moon, this sketch, I'm on fire, yes, sir. One show on mine. The best answer, I say, or Cosaya, or man, I abandon, of I said, and two almost. No one to approach for the Engu, no one says I don't know, no one high, Emma, you yes, said, I can't walk on.
You do say. Final caller, na feyemra. And na kwasi minta na nkase ofri anya. Kwasi minta say great show, great question. But any woman who asks such a question should look for divorce in the next minute. Kwasi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Never saying.
Midiani na nakwami am free new boy town and now we are nyamiasum dwen kan.
Na miasum dwen kan na kwami oni boy town.
Na ofa e ma no mo fisi me ma na nkwa na eso mu ansa na ma emi o ma wu ana.
Asese wo na aye panyin wo fie ho. Na ba oba na wo se odeda wo fom. Enti no wo na wo se wo di good decisions. And so hunahuna oba e wo se wo di good decisions. E ma oba etua wo pa na ba bia be fa bia na odi wachi. Every so oni se or trust o gidie say wo de good decisions na de beba
yo over ya na ma so omo moe na yesu ntimi nyinche because onyini si kanto bibia da bia je se wo na use kato bibi na oye ne sabe de no anyi ache o cheche onu awu ntewa ma na age no uwu susu a je wanko ba bia o na ono susu afo se na adwerega na pasca asemo over empire sabre yesere police for because you say send a traffic na no aye den no e blo adwene nti ase so nti yesere police for ne se eduro nyimre ne sa yanka o ntimenti bi ngum nenka kwa traffic control no mo ntimi moa na nka kwan no mo ntimi na okakra ko yese wo kwa masamanya from my 7 hono barrier okakra enye small traffic need mechi wo hono mo wunya si main road na new road no pa ne chete tuatwa na ho kakra mu adekodi a ho so esi na mesre sane my 7 old PCFM dada mu hono ho na se dodo ho na se ho kakra no kwa so si mechi traffic NDSre road minister minimum se ho so wajuma mo bua ma o mutimi ye ho kakra na aye sa na e be bua ma ho line also flow fine any esre me kam ni bia me se data akra si etimi yi capital ni free ha because center wo ha no in deserve capital town capital town na ntwie ba bia na yenye na ntwie wa aboybo ya na mu twembola omo hata so ensem fata saa nneɛma nsɛn mfata capital nti ɔmo nhwɛ ne saa nneɛma na ɔmo ne ho dwuma because yɛntumi ntena ɔman wei mu a yɛn mpanimfoɔ nyinaa tuma tutu akwan akɔtena burokyire ayɛ dɛndɛn so yɛde ɔmo bedi ɔman n'anim yɛfɔ ɔmo ase minister ne sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo bua ma timamufoɔ no yɛ so yɛn ho ntɔ yɛn a ɔmo ntumi nya ma yɛn ho ntɔ yɛn yɛsrɛ yɛwura dɔndɔma no ma wayɛ na fam mo a wapɔnte mo no mo so mo nyɛ mo adwuma ɛma ɔmanfoɔ no nyɛ dɛ ɛho ntɔ Ucha sabra yura kofi amabo obo juma one na amos for no omo obo juma papa
right the aseda anha yede eda obia afi yemra mehwe also population growth outstripping the availability of intra-city minibuses or deliberate sabotage of transport economy se eye nipa dodo na wo man we mo no na dɔɔso ɛna yɛnya ho ɛyɛ ɛhyɛn ɛmfa ɛnsom ɔmanma sɛ nkran kumase takorade tamale anaasɛ nipa bi na ahyɛ da ma ayɛ sɛ deɛ ahyɛnti asɛm no ɛnkɔ yi anaa answer interview no about your thoughts
waba wei ɛyɛ ɔman ne nyini ɔman ne nyini mengi ndi sɛ nepa bi ahyɛda sɛ wɔn bɛ paaki wɔn kaa so wɔn de sabotage minhu mfaso bi a de bɛba table no so na deɛ sɛ yɛhu ne sɛ transport sector no sɛ the other time na meka sɛ wokura no wei kura mpo deɛ wokura deɛ wobɛtumi ayi ano yie wohwɛ buses a ɛwɔ te sɛ VIP na sɛ wokɔ na ɛba sɛ ye di bronya na wobedru VIP station na wo hwe se amanfo be fra bronya bitimi fra no ma fra na by na de obefra me wo fa no wa ye hot so because wo munya cars enya VIP na ahyeda se wo mu emu cars no na emom di adanse kire se transport sector no o so mamu no ya yebi ya koyenim nanso yenwie enam sɛ ɔman no enyini ɔman no so nyina asekyerɛ ni nyina sɛ nipa ewo mu no ɛdɔɔso enti ɛte sɛ yɛhwɛ ne yɛtimi complement the transport sector ne yie na sɛ ebia binom bɛhyɛ da sɛ wɔn ntu wɔn cars no mo ne adeɛ ne deɛ ɔfɛ hɔ ne deɛ mindi ndi saa ɛyɛ ɔman ne enyini eti sɛ yɛ plan sɛ deɛ plan na wɔkɛn yɛ plan ne mu so ɔman ne enyini Omen bi anso ni hɔ a em sɛ yɛsɛ US man panyin bi na ɛkan ya na ɔman panyin bi kan sɛ ɔman bi anu ani puntuo betima kɔ nkan a ɛhyɛn akɔ na abɛdie ɛbɛ yɛbɛtoto nase ɛwɔ saa man ne mu ama saa ɔman no ɛtimi atumpɔn etu ɔman ne nyini yɛngye ntum eti deɛ sɛ yɛyɛ sɛ fata ne de bɛ complement the transport sector na sɛ yɛtimi yɛ ne timi bu ɔman mu fo
sɛ Magere population growth nationally no me hwɛ sɛ yɛbɛnya ɛyɛ mawura yɛ a ɔyɛ population specialist ɔyɛ ɛyɛ medical doctor so ɛna ɔsan yɛ public health specialist na yɛbusa no ɛyɛ Ghana at what rate ɛna yɛgrow is it 2.3% 2.4% annually na sɛ yɛka sɛ every 51 seconds be a yewu akoda wo Ghana. Every 51 seconds be a yewu akoda wo Ghana. Na enye the same 51 seconds so nipa wu o Ghana. Na your population no youth no so na akoda so. Na wo population of 30 million krana emu 0 to 14 for no. Account for almost 40%.
Yeah.
Na omo account for almost 40%. Na wo omo so you be omo nya adwuma bia enidi. Almost na eco school ya yet na kem de kobe ubusa ho se ne transport ene nipa gukrum ɛna ɛyɛ salai ɛna yɛnya kaa ɛmforo na ase nya adeɛ obi na ahyɛ da na emum no ɛyɛ biribi a nipa no na ɛdɔɔso a it's the same way no health facilities dodoɔ sɛn ne yɛwɔ nti bɛyɛ kakra no sɛ yɛkɔ hospital no car ne yɛsa ho lai hospital no so sɛn na ho bɛsi ayɛ
sɛ no kora the covid baeɛ no ɛda biribi adi kyerɛ yɛn ɛma yɛhu sɛ yɛ health facilities no yɛakɛm nti ɛsɛ yɛtumi gye bi ɛde ka ho
because population of nipa dodoɔ sɛn na wɔn kra ha a wɔn yɛ adwuma a wɔn kɔ dwom ɛna trɔtrɔ na yɛkɔforo no wobɛbu sa ho sɛ obi firi nkra UTC dodoɔ sɛn na ɛbɛsene akɔ as far as amasaman na trɔtrɔ no dodoɔ sɛn ɛna wobɛnya direct from amasaman to Accra dodoɔ sɛn na bɛnya direct from amasaman to La Paz dodoɔ sɛn na bɛnya direct yɛnim saa statistics ni nyinaa na sɛ okoko wura Central Business District wɔ odi free Farisco ɛde kɔ UTC obedi how many minutes how many hours and sɛ na watimi akɔ dan ani sɛ wɔfa nipa de aba ɛnɛ wuduru Ajabe court wɔ wuduru UTC yɛ president Kingsway hɔ no mu a kɔhwɛ the way a driver for stress a wɔn mu kom aprosifo agyina hɔ sɛ yɛnhwɛ nwusie nipa dodoɔ so a yɛpɛ kaa foro hɔ nipa dodoɔ so a pavement no so ɔmo di dwa ɛwɔ hɔ NIB hwɛ bank kɛseɛ sɛ CMB hwɛ Cocoa Board kɛseɛ sɛ ɛso ɔmo anim hɔ nyinaa nkurɔfoɔ di dwa ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna yɛma hɔ nom abɔ apee soɔ nti sɛ time a wobɛ stress ho a wobɛnya kaa efiri wɔ sɛ wobɛsena kɔ nsawa mu na woduru cycle pɛ wɔsɛ me nkɔ biem na wɔsan si hwɛ nipa gyina cycle hɔ nom runabout no mu nipa gyina yɛ president ɛbɔ ne sideways hɔ ɛni ɛbɛyɛ dɛn wɔnya kaa no wɔde aba so me nua kuma antwibu aten wɔyɛ prosini wɔsɛ na antwibu aten gyina no kuta mfia na kyɛ sɛ ɔmo ɛyɛ adwuma na n'agyema so wɔ kanehye ɛyɛ opata so wɔ kanehye na ɔmo so yɛ sɛ adwuma nyinaa na ni nyinaa kokɔ wie sɛ majeri saa stress na nipa ne nam mu no ansa na waduru fie ansa na driver no so kaka no wɔno so no sika no a ɔno so kɔ short na ɔgyegye yɛ no wɔde kɔma kawo na
ɔbasa ne deɛ nkɔ ɛna sɛ stress ne so affect productivity ɛma ɔman productivity ɛkɔ for many ntina me maka sɛ yɛba the transport sector ne deɛ a me baabi a metimi ɛde mani ahwɛ sɛ wɔn metimi abɛma ba bɛboa ɛyɛ aban no ankorankorafoɔ na wɔn awura ɛyɛ transport business mu a wɔn de bo ɔman no waivers bi wɔ hɔ a yɛn grant ma wɔn aban na mu na nkasa no nso ebetimi de ne ho ahyɛm wa partner with ankorankorafoɔ yi na yɛtimi anya ɛyɛ yɛ transport sector no enough a ebetimi complement ɛyɛ ne titiri yɛ intra-city ɛne intercity ne nyinaa na ama ɔmamufoɔ na nkɔ ahohiahia edi wɔfa ɛno deɛ ɛyɛ ade a ɛha adwe nipa no kɔ akɔdu fi ɛbere bɛn na ɔbɛsan asɔre ɛha productivity car winners no so deɛ sika na ɔmogyegye ne deɛ ɛno deɛ sɛ yɛ nyinaa nim sɛ
because car winner no
ɛnyɛ wa na wotwi wo car deɛ
a wɔtwa boɔ cycle to Soweto Hyundai 800 oye says 220 per day oye says 220 per day no odi free Soweto mu hɔ ɛde ba cycle no obetimi aba how many times obekɔ triple to do saying mienu miensa ɛnan ana so enti sɛ wo hwɛ traffic ya ne aka ho asɛm ya no wo busa wo ho sɛ driver no kwa so no sɛ okomienu instead of tanker traffic ni obetimi akɔ 9 no a okomienu na ne kyɛ sɛ wo sɛ obu nkrɔfo fa so ansa na wono anya ne ses na na ma ye ne ɛyɛ Dr. Antwi oyɛ senior lecturer and oyɛ director of College of Foundation and Professional Studies at the Pentecost University.
Yes.
Yane no konkotwen komo kakra. Ɛyɛ Dr. Antwi, senior lecturer and director of College of Foundation and Professional Studies at the Pentecost University. Dr. Antwi yamwa ha. Doc, na ewie wo te saying.
Bacho adom ele amabo ye ho yepa, mamo nso ho yede.
Yenso ye nyina ye ho ye wa awurade mu.
Yedawade ase.
Waye. Ene asema to ba maso ya kwatro no brofu mu a ana ye poto ya Yes, population growth outstripping the availability of intra-city minibuses or deliberate sabotage of transport economy. Say enipa na edoso ewo Ghana ha titru enkran eni Kumasi ne Takoradi ne Tamale. Ana ama trotro no enso yen ana ma nipa gina kwan ho saa ana se nipa bi na ahyeda te yepeso oman ma ho kire yen enu nti ana yemaka ne nya adwuma ana nkrofo gina kwan ho yen hyase emfire hene
Oba medase echa atifo ndanso ukoshe ya obite no eho emuaye no eye enu a enenye afi atwemu ena ebae enti ebi anipa na obuta sanse ni o dina ho ntwentwe ya no obuta o he ne ekoso no obuta meka se se okode ti no kan bebi isan se enipa epeka omunya ebu ni traffic na adriver for nso ebu amanfa faso ya no ko Madina ofesi la pa no ofesi te kwashira aba no watu aso ko Madina nyane se no ne fa demand and supply yemu se ho senka ne bidya la pa na me ko Madina na kai ne ebusui bases over the cinema to ha o de me ko Madina na ko ni mu ana se aja mu odi be gina ho ese me fa wasi te question about na masan to aso eno to majo fa na da me fa bas na de ko straight eno kwa so be de me enti muaye ni se population akwa ni mu na so de o kan ni kuma se kan ta kwa de ni a me keke kan ho omo atre aya kese the sense a movement of people from the various hinterlands no adults and don't say population growth with the economy as no a obunibeka say a factor and ye go no so ye movement and answer demographics no so as because we want a population in all no cost and urban population so cost now we down there obi I said no take class when you ka kwa or nanta ko na fu or nanta ko peninsula aba na ne ono take ma so no think no take akwa then pay no obi free ebia malam dancing the juma no wo ka to ho baby ana se Madina chi ho baby de no na nto o faka eno ho ye one aspect ye de no to nchen a ye mfa ne se ye se your man ye ni akwa yi na ya ne ye ru sin se enyoma bi bia ene no ehun sin san so no ho mayo of an the population economy and urban population increase. Now, na obi adwin say oh, na me kwere real estate. You could see that. Now they are behind. Nipa no on dream say na e kwan person na nipa be fa so a on beba abia yi. Uwe mu a e ka kwan nko a anyway. And the supply side no e wo kom. Enipa ni ni ana do so no you fi say the Ghana population out of 2010 now you're less than 30 million. Now 2020 you're over 30 million. Over projection by 2050 you're better more than half of 100, which is over 50 million. It's about if we look at the trend, urban population increasing against the
rural population. And here from the overall increase, any increase in urban population, here from a sample free, on the far, on the Quaguma, on the corner, sorry, on the court party, on the Quay, and in the kitchen. I feel so young there. Say, some say, that pine crack a canna a woman. To be a banner, a pine a woman. It was a still now supply side, and I may show you. A quine a woman, a canna a woman. Yaben. Anyway, yeah, baby, I'll be doing that. Baby, traffic much over here, then you will be until the traffic light and then I will hope some traffic light or I do what will see a come light the Nedma. And see, I'd rather for do what Obiano said we see no one attacking. In now, best slow down the vehicle movie. And then we'll build up somewhere. I feel pothole. Then say, do how one baby, I find it, come on, cry, baby, the Binapo to be near their family, the Hono Cacrano, a bit more slow down vehicle. I feel, and can baby and cow the bears in a becoming. Or the ABA bear, minute to do near. And the Davani no echo faster to their honor. Or no, people are acquiring the traffic. Traffic not just because of the nature of the road and into the traffic about. Now, what do you know from China? We have found a say a police for almost a council. One cousin almost focus on enemy saying, and they say, oh, have my cars not consent them. And now say, this is the where the wood now. And it's a driver, and Tuesday, no one could see her. One side of Tuesday, that was your uncle do no and young baby at home. Baby, I think I won't try 10 now 8 no tia consider. A go hard not in free driver on one. If we say a choir on Namosa, they call her. Only say, Hono, about could do really not on team by. Maybe a million could be on no far for so. Wakaba. In general, also, or better can be so, obey increase, and I'll be Yanika, said the Omoka. Say, by human nature, we tend to be self-centered. And it is only systems that can regularize our behavior and put us in order. And he said, traffic or crime, now, anytime I want to pay. Police foreign sedan taking idea. Down a bed, a beba. Now, over your insurance to say, in a woman say, road investment, and now say, infrastructure, a cost per. And this is saying, I mean, oh, a banner, a bearma, Africa moving fast near there be intimate and print video. Now, this I say. As a man, you see, I can't say, "Oh, your man who pays years." If you have been a person, come. That's me. I will be a teacher. Walk on the man. Will be maybe I will sabotage and answer the idea. But I can't say, and you ask them, and say, decades ago. Meaning, if you must a banker, and I'm a good way line. Oh, various points. Many years, make some in fear, and you are funny. May cook master and answer the banker. You would have raised with you. In a movement of vehicles, goods and people in Nana Quays, a requirement. And do him why you share then alternative routes and now alternative means of transportation. Nanka. Before a year on Coco, Name Bank. Let me not Abia Adroji train station. Let me know how I have a time now. Time, let's go about money. Okay, a year schedule now. Oh, military, you know, train baba, and now military, train baba. If you don't have any ebi a minute bi asan kwa na badun kan nje no sa na san ke kwan no beto e kwan no say ya e beche because load e kwan no so e be kofo but unfortunately that ma we nya population ni we kana e kwose se be ponko wa te faga na yen so ye area e wo ta nyama ya e ye making e bi say and create develop the way life ya nye na wa anya na nwa ye oyi na ye bia na we bia bia o tina ye twa e wo ni bia utwa ha eno na asem
di ne eche ye kan no se ubankra ha gokumase na wohwe enipa a ejina akwan ho ehwehwe card ya kofie no a story ben ena kire yen se nipa no kukwan ho epeka kofie sa
bin na na se nkomo ana mu bi ni kan no na e na de sa o se first mo be mo no kofie ba bi mo eti nipa ono se da bo tai e kwa adwuma epimu ni na na e ba ko we didn't talk about dynamics in the demographic. Ebia, as soon as on a breadwinner, on no one encouragement. If you fear no nipa 5 now, on no one a copper. And then you know the graduate father, and they fear back home. Over a little baby, a dear or a new a mobile say. Or how much pay at the auction. Or when you now to another part, and then you can't talk as urban population, is increasing. That's, aside the general population now, you can know urban population. If it is increasing, now almost the pay human a door swan. And a babiano, as I'm sorry, how much. I'm a good knock on them better. Now, my pawns were. Obejina kwa na peka da kofi na adenti na ado so a we buta amanfo ejenta kwa ho bebree se de mede nkanka se think enya road network a emu baba I think enya alternative means of transportation it of like we dey wada oma anka wo ni tefe o pese ko ha de wo e bi atamel high street o be university a se bi o wan tuka ebe no akọ then say then ke wo area subway ana say other alternative route wo ha eno an so wo ja ka akọ wo na where the wakọta na ona akọ si ma wakọ apa ebi say ni go ena no ne yesi ekofa BRT aba ofa we de wani mu ha BRT bus na start wo Tesla police station so ho no na wa fa ne kwan onanzwa enibe 200 meters and 300 it is osan da be join the limited and more road now in
fact statistics will tell us say from Amasamai ede eko eye UTC BRT no eye lolo no onya only 22% of that route no and they dedicated a year 78% no or the normal route no also
yes of and one we say ni nyane say you nin percent I am paying for my abechomoko they did not plan for such an option and on have the brain me be have me and I am the gym plan say now in the next 10 years no 15 years ago, they can say BRT. And we're not even the old places, even the new places that are developing now. They don't have clients there. So I'm for your real estate now. They said the name is Kaka. A client now, we don't even consider other options in terms of transportation. And he said, okay, for Mama Sama Benyaja. Limited space no aside join the main road na a main no you face that challenge na addition exercise with ma that is so now that talent ne ba na ekoba se o yenye sika ye pese ye BLT late na ye to ba se de ba nanso asema enti na na 10 years later 15 years later and one is not in India so you know ya jan konkan ni te ko na wo kan school ba ko so konkan na jan konkan Argentina leads a year to even 20 years from now, yeah, so this year, Mono in India, a bit near semi topic name. Bam, here, a little bus, or fire a little bus, back. She nipa and a bit near fall.
If any past 70.
Any past 70. Now, compared to Trotro, a year, minivan.
Trotro minivan, no, effect nipa 14.
Nipa 14. Over in the whole. And non quite the bath no movie economically bath not as fuel are all spending now I say electrical for electric vehicle and everything and quite I say bantabong of any person or come Accra
and I yet Trotro so no. What the twaso mako miensa 1 2 3 and sana I measure the length of aye ayalolo boss no
exactly and you know in the last let's say 20 years 30 years why in the one ban I made later it is a no bina akosan baby and all kase driver or a driver say bono so na we ko sia me din kan ka se me mi bi ba station ho e na ba so e na minimze we ef me samu so me dun tema sabe una o pepe o family ko si aha e sa de me to aso no me oboka me ma wo because I have to be a rational consumer. Na sisi enso de me ma pon me kaka ko me gina kwa ho a me nyaka me gina ho a e bi kwa na me waso be di ofi ese na de me koye e gina se ma me nsa akwase driver ni no enu e di bo bia o gina bia ahu ya na ese na de me fa de ka enu no na me experience na yan san so se 2026 o mangana if you can cook massive, if you can cook it, if you can aircraft flour, any eating region of Australia, I cannot boast of a full spread dual carriage. I have been using from a year and can to massive and can to cook with any the kick account. Of as a command, sir, yes, you say, almost say. Kasa eko kumase de eko winiba eko keko na di na no se ekwan na medi ngan ka se no mpo enso ye eno an ye na ye na so it will also add up to the traffic congestion and ye na ka bi kumase me no sabe me na so and I can me na fly over so ana se kwan no express one a obia interfere me buses now almost running intercity and now say intersuburbs. And almost na Mumbai they interfere. In the mass movement, no, I am free. It is the old but not quite. If you might be a new Nabata. Now, you can say, bus now, or not talk to or this traffic mad on Rebaco, no, my. Enti kwa me begina ho edis ma enum onyaka amanso abeka ho kwadwa abeka ho mawli abeka ho ogonso abeka ho ayita abeka ho that is a down your door edi truck driver no so hu se ho abo tenku ana dom pem sa de ba na agi mu anu se enye me so me le me strategy na me mono so oba na go be ina ho na o paya na ni ho anjo a oba ni ni se ko be na sa ko nya na ide
Yɛde bɛsi a ɔpa ya na gyeze n'ani ho handwo obi but doc yɛda wase nti this is an ongoing something I was saying yɛnyina yɛdwendwene ho asan when yɛbɛsan hwehwɛ ho Dr. Frank Antwi yɛda wase pa right nti Dr. Frank Antwi senior lecturer and director of College of Foundation and Professional Studies at the Pentecost University and no atwen komono ni nyina no say population growth the way a dɔɔso and ɛsɛ ya dɔɔso sene ahyɛn ahodoɔ a yɛde yɛ trɔtrɔ titiri wɔn kran ne kumase na anaasɛ wofiri so obi na ɛgyegye yɛn ɛma adwumayɛfoɔ egyinagyina kwan ho saa ebegu so interview baako bɛba na afei no yɛ discussion to gu so ne tie neat 100.9 FM na yɛhwɛ baabi a yɛde fufuo ɛbɛkɔ akɔbɔ.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. We dan kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu so hye kura dia ka ho. Wo hwade a wapi ho. O ka sa batete e da fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Catch up a pair, Baba Warrior.
Aso,
ye fear said this way chocolate drink, your Soriano Pano Yanum. Ye bishop free Jimum snack. Ye Yaho, who I don't yet serve woman. Ye did really a pebibia bob yad yasua. This way chocolate drink in Yanum. And at this one, what's Yanua? Has such a woman, cocoa wom, pricky wom, bibia wom, I don't hear any social.
This way chocolate drink.
You hear any social.
FDA, I just said you didn't crack to more to say a ye.
Neat 100.9 FM sini na enne Wednesday January 21 2026 yensanko phone no so na awurabai we medical doctor osan ye public health specialist na onukuri asoso no wasan aye adwuma as the former director of the National Population Council na ninimdie no yenkonkobu san kakra se ne nipa na adɔso wo ɔman Ghana mu ɛna ama enkran ha sei ni Kumase Takoradi Tamale enipa gyina kwan ho a yenya ka na samfonini no a nipa gyina kwan ho wɔ nkran ha sei a yenya ka no ɛde na ka kyerɛ ye ne ye friend Dr. Princess Letitia Apia. Dr. Apia yemo ha
yo me Johnson ADAKABRI.
Dr. Apia yemo finhyia pa soso
Ipa chose
yemo finhyia pa soso.
Oh, I think commentary. I think it's any team.
Yo,
be a hoaton.
The Yamias, Yadubrunya, dear no birthday, Nina Abercott G. A first Ghana Post at GP address into Guacato, your boy.
Yo, Martin.
Right. And the doc, recent times, and cry Kumase, especially. Na any page in a Kwanwa Pikawa. Anopa, Yenyaka and Quajuma. Yenyaka and Kojum. And you may Pikawa. Ye jina kwa ho ye nyaka enkofi ye nyaka enko babia ye firi eba kurom emfoni a etwa kire ye no ase ye ne sen
o ADAKABRI asema bi samiti se sisi ane be tariyo na ndaka kakra o ti no rekwanso na other places so o ni we school o mu nya juma anya what I say, we school on your jumanya. Ubako school back on Colabegu. What I say, the education in as a whole. It's not say in Nipano, the population is the heartbeat of any nation. Population is the heartbeat of any nation. It is a young woman, and Nipano a heartbeater, and no will be chasing the wind, unfortunately. What I say, because any Nipano is a loyal council. We are being a car and get a original council. Then I'll call the man so being in a woman council setting. Could be Manswa or a classroom, and a crowded saying, Could be Manswa, Omuye, school of Munia Jumaya. Those are the fundamental questions that you see. What I say. It's say, for your friend saying, the natural resources, land size, Bibia, Nina, Yanko Ponchiche, as just a moment who are there, Mokuajin Crawford, at Almodium. But apart from that, maybe you want to know your work. Into the DNA, the changing, only necessary. Necessary. As I say, the size is necessary. Ensure you want to say, but you need to know, little door, and I say, we necessary. And that is what I think we should really critically look at. Boom. It's what you're passionate about.
Yes.
As I said, river body is necessary. Land size is necessary. Your natural resources are what I say from home. And if you ever become what I say, but then come home send me in Nipano because first year 5 million, and then you over 30 million. Yeah, it's so big to me. Geologists to me share your fuel level for man. Then you sure said it would have increased by 6 times. Then your Nipana increase enough. Into everything else is pretty standard or constant. The main issue is the heartbeat.
The heartbeat of the heartbeat now can but can say population growth. Titinia can you see and I'm 2.3, 2.4.
Yes.
And then ye chase cars is school classrooms so I overcrowded. Now hospitals also
if I just say.
Now hospitals also
Hospitals is why overcrowded. And mortuaries is why overcrowded. You're overcrowded though.
Yeah.
Mobs are you overcrowded. Cemeteries are you overcrowded. So what am I say? Into see a test in Nipamesis, you have 30 million no crapona. A year since you come from Monday to Saturday near Fanka. Into mortuaries are you overcrowded. Road council are you overcrowded. Maybe are you overcrowded. Is that what we want?
But is it a way to manage the population, as you describe as the heartbeat of Omano?
Of course. Yango power my India to manage everything under this earth. Everything. Also, we should subdue our own bodies, our own reproduction. We should subdue it. That's what I said. Now say I subdue. Now say the papa control about 10 years now. Now we're administrating us for what? Is it? Are we really in control? As a nation, are we in charge? We are not.
Or otherwise, I will be able to pass on once a man, doc.
And you will be able to see, but they are a high risk. And to say, what talk na kai and your papa, second hand, a council, who's 200 kilometers per hour. What I say? And to say, you won't call a woman in ye, you, what is that second hand kai? Omo new ye, omo body new ye, and I got your mama, and I got Mona. And yet, as accidents in the first year course, send your making, as a second hand car, not photo crying. So what must say?
To see a jitum, Yajitum say population at the heartbeat. Now, your son Jitum say, bit me a manage. Near your comparative analysis, who say, Miam me a bit dear, a year, a nipa in a quam will be say. Classrooms no nye overcrowded, hospitals in overcrowded, cemeteries in overcrowded. Na a na was ye shas yes ye between agnes so. Am yes you tell me I manage.
First and foremost, a chessy who said population is the heartbeat. Number 2, a chessy who said you bet me manage. Number 3, a chessy who said what would we do? Unless we come to this realization, it's a bit really much home. Because maybe even before I 10. That's what I say. It's maybe I am. But because we are not, and it's telling us, all the overcrowding is telling us that we are not managing our population well. That's what I say. We're not managing it well. Now managing it well, and you say, yeah, sure be. And the first you can't say take your girl child to school because I'm a why, you know. Yeah. And then you're a school, but then walk and say, come in and I'm like, if you come out 10, I'm with the betty. And I say, because I'm a wage or more, I'm a cancer one. What I say, if you be a now you prioritize, you eat here. You have to my power, and then there's knowledge, which is common good. You can choose to use it or not. What I say.
Let us see.
Overcrowded. Because you see, because your friends are migration, Obia Pamoto. What I say, it is all graduates and as a Canadian and so you have doing you are. So about Kumasan and Christ. But Sanka Juma will be a war now, Hotowa, and then I'll be bankering. And then I'll be going back to me after I catch you said, we immigrants, we a friends a crew. So what I say. We have to look, we have to recognize. It is a prodigal son or realize it say one year or call back to the papa. Unless we recognize the population is the heartbeat of the country. And for me, where I said I don't think we're going to make any headway. So,
from where you sit,
100,000 graduates every year. 100,000 graduates. Omo falling off on Kahu. Omo ko SHS or man to us on Kahu. Omo man go school Kahu. From the cohort, 100,000. We cannot even accommodate all of them. Meanwhile, your Korea me, your net increase in population is about 800,000. 800,000. 100,000 graduates in Korea to me, accommodate you. We are not even accounting for the 700,000.
Now, because the
math and break it down.
Because your net increase of population is 800,000 now. You see,
net increase here, we are war and you war fima. What I say, balance sheet now. Into me, you over 1.2. Now, you can say a year so you go. What I say, into me, you more, you more, it's about 800,000. And the third bit in it said, majority said, I war babies. Until we are replacing babies with naturals. Oh, my best friend, because better the same Kolankwa. So we really have to sit down and look at the math and reason and understand. Because facts are okay, but you need to understand the facts. That is where the difference comes in. What I say, you need to understand and interpret the facts well. It is a first note, for example, say Africa, a youthful population, a advantage. It's advantage if you can harness it. It's not advantage if they can't have jobs to do, they can't have schools to go, they can't, half of them are in the prisons. It's not an advantage.
So net increase of population 800,000 per year, Anna.
Yes, population annual. Then you see 5 million, maybe 33.
Nature says, Tiano, there's a Afibiano, Nipa, a woo, Yatifri Nipa Yawu Mua, Nipa 800,000, and a baby come home. Now, what was 800,000? Said you see planning and managing no man. You're planning as you train woman.
I don't think they are planning to train. See, a planning to train more. In schools being overcrowded. In a lot of countries being overcrowded. What I say? In unemployment and you're so high. If you know, it's the population that is rather driving our policies, not our policies driving our population. What I say? In Nipana, but the biennium, okay, and double track you. This is your mother, double, tenure, the triple track you. So what I say? Young cafe. 10 years ago, you can say this year they double track. Yeah, that is not a new document to be a treasure. About the Nipa number, you should be answering school. No, until you end double track you. What I say, it is the population that is driving the policy. It is like the tail driving the horse.
Hey, na just a year came, and no, 800,000 as every crown. Also, I can't say, oh, yeah, can 100,000 graduates kwa yintimi nyeden ehwe wo enti ugo yi 800,000 mko so anache saka se 700,000 that's 100,000 graduates yi
700,000 say bi na omo ba migration ebi ba akoye pro no ye ko omo ebi no be na tilo kwa so ebi we say what I said you how many no taxes you have they depend on taxpayers if you come you need more than 3 million taxpayers because majority of them yankola yankola so we school money eduma. But whether you are a taxpayer or not, you are a consumer. Electricity, ube issue, ube jilo requiring ube. Inti kakani tuweze support osu ni edi demusa yakoba.
Kakani edi demusa cheze uche echina onye ne. So because you see, I don't see any grace any egusua wo. Tete no ni akane say 51 seconds bi aye wa kwada ba akọ Ghana. Na sa 800,000 persons, you know. Who divided by 352 you can see just and kwadado do ayewo mobile no every minute be
that is true, but you see what you have to look at, me say one anom na wo sankola so what I say so be I said when me onya ni pini so na wa ware no wo akola na it's okay, but you be I said ya hwe no only da manaya osan wo so what I say
we need da man osan wo
only that man knows how one never know. So what I say, that's what we have to look at. So, and yet you see, you see, Obia, I don't know how to put it right so that I don't offend. But the issue is, I said, and you Biana, Mr. I'm a doctor, maybe. But me did 10 years, I'm a doctor. Me did 10 years, so I now also make sure it's illegal. So what I say. But me really call me school, me really young certificate, na me a doctor. Akolano 10 years, 11, 12, or co school on your juma. On your right to be a parent. There's time and place for everything. Well, at that age, you know, the child is not right to be a parent. Me, at a point in my life, I wasn't right to be a doctor. Well, at a point in your life, you didn't qualify to be a journalist. You went through the rudiments and now be a journalist. Oh, and you say, I'm found through everything. As a parent in there, maybe the system has a certificate as my doctor, but to be the 10 years to be a parent. Then the application is lopsided. And it's not helping anybody. And what 10 years, mamma, and what 10 years, and I'm what society, no. Against why I'm what society. Why do we tolerate
it? Just say, who say, even Ghana has a community to do saying, and as state presence,
exactly.
There's a community in here saying, na saying that state presence in the war, and to be on my yawuna buy, so you're Ghana, you know, who say, or no crown or benefited from being a Ghanaian.
Benefit is and you're bet my illegal connection. It's my illegal water. Into now, after ECG for because 41% wastage, ECG who may be alpha, water says. Because Nipa dear, who hear electricity, who hears you, who hear from, who hear all the point. That is why we have to treat human beings with dignity. It is only ready, so we can provide light, water, way for this number of people. There's no point in bringing us and reducing our dignity as humans. What I said. As you can find a work room, and will be a suffer. It will be a country. Because on one that I think in the borehole, maybe say I think in the borehole. On one solar light or the we say, because state cannot provide. Because state is so stretched. Or doing school for home, or doing 3SHS, or doing NHIS, or doing it is the phone some Somalia territory. And I'm thinking of borehole. And I'm not going to produce some produce some light. They produce some coin. If you cry, when it's supposed to be provided.
Let's just say, here for an akem.
Here for an akem. The inequality is wide. But the foreigners are also not better off because certain things are supposed to be provided by state. Almost be crass or massacre for security. At the barbed wire say good because he have only your baby woman.
Said the normal see aye ya woken. The man ye huni say woman any adwuma ye edoso. Afiaso graduates e ba ye no be 100,000 ye ni adwuma ye. En kwada so ye no mo to ma we mu from 0 to 14 years now. Ensa so ye adwuma consuming a team members no. Omo so ye nya adwuma eno an say ye didie. Ebi so teenagers so ebi so woman ye. And do hwem a na nipa ba akwa wo ye adwuma wo Ghana ha no. Na nipa do say they depend on such a person.
International your pension in your heart attack near Wukui.
Interdependence near too high.
Exactly. And you was an Ajona after that commercial so not saying, oh, sorry, I was in the chest, I didn't call you. Now, you didn't come much while you were crowded. Not for you didn't come cemetery, or so overcrowded. But I was your money being on down.
It is unemployment, Yent mean yen can say, I bypass a more, yen so. How people would depend on us. One more stress, Rosika, or more stress. Nina has a toll on your health.
But the issue is, pension, the issue is the way citizens live depends on government policies. The way citizens live in any nation depends on government policy. Okay. That is a fact.
So the way we live. So the best boy Brano, Ejina, a buying Shaya, why yes, so.
A buying Shaya, why yes, so. A buying can take your girl child to school, and Marco school. A buying break, I can say, teenage pregnancy, I will not tolerate it. These are the measures I'm taking. These are the services I'm providing. These are the sanctions I'm implementing in all the districts.
So there could be concrete plans to stem such vices.
There should be. There should be. Every state has it. Every state. Unless you don't know or you have not read. But there is no state no. That is why they have laws and regulations. Because where my nose ends, your waist starts.
Yeah.
That's what I say. That's why there are rules and regulations. Because we are there, because we are there. That's the rule of the country. That's what I say. And yes, a child in our country, 1 to 18 years. So how can a 14-year-old have a child and parents are not held accountable?
One no akwadano a wopoano a empoa na osan just one poano to say parents responsibility e ho no chechem kakra kire akwadame poano empoa so I mean I'm responsible for the actions.
Yes, you are responsible. What I say, akwara na o de number no una o ye responsible for no. The child belongs to the state, but the parents have a responsibility to the children. Anything as I want so 10 as well. On 10 because you have to be held accountable.
That is no to population controls na dey by you.
And it's population control, population management, population health. Who ADAKABRI me who colonial general requirements so I'm because me I wouldn't survive on the street. And no child should be on the street. What me should be any comment if you can't feed a child, if you can't clothe a child, if you cannot house a child. You can't have them. At the same time, the man go school 6 years. I am your mommy certificate. You better tell me a doctor.
Debbie.
So why is it that that's for parenting there? Your child is hard, then the whole of society is suffering for it.
Dear Ken, a teacher nearby will no work Accra Newtown experimental. At the Ababaya medical doctor says here, room and mapper. You would say, and they will be go through that same route that will go, Abaya medical doctor.
Abaya thing, because Accra Newtown, me go penti on and saying, I just say, Abaya being papa. Mr. ADAKABRI made me sabem kum natural. And yet, me teacher, that time, and come in school and come die. But the Saturday end of school, when in the class, when in my school, the teacher who said, now, Abaya my school. What I say? Obia ni mobia, offer me mammy design and say, now obey your med school. And I'm mammy so over. And so better I'm saying school, me come and join my brand new. Because maybe in 7 countries, I bomb is an instrument here. And I'm a call your catch your Musemuniano, or persuade in the Benkum Tro, Fanny Benkum Tro. Tina, Nadaroma, and Lemity Head. Naseka, that and teacher for him school for 100, me no amount today.
Me no amount today.
And I mean, no amount today. Because a chance in a teacher 100, or market split 100. Now, time also when you tell my own. You know, I'm mad at our fancy. What else? But in 2025, tell me time now. Teacher need to. Then you will be a only will be a parent. The same yana can go to that baby. No cocaine. And now go.
But here can corrective measures. Sir, akwada no ordinance bunkum tra. Or you oba nenso ye buno. Say obese sano feni fanchro. Mo fa bunkum chro. Now at the intervention of Nemame and the teacher making excuses. Okay, answer bunkum chro. No what me be a doctor. Usa who say corrective measures no. Corporal punishment aboying.
Aboying. The thing I have to me be ya accommodate BBA. What I say? Maybe I had to me because I'm so abu. Into why you ding into a trick of a table back basin, namutin, so bressa woman now team, so the hook that body soon now team. If you say aquana bone, die at the Twacolano so. The Colombian boy. Given the right conditions, Akoledia is fairly.
Say, who can somehow no mammy you put up as watching Mazenako? You tell me more about that. First, who can say, a year Aquadano, a year will mine a japadie, Nanso, a sudida or wolf one so. Simuka crash.
Yeah, your manager. Or mine, I decided to the man Colano because every citizen was once a child. And for national development, you have to take care of your children. What I say, you catch them young. But because the state like God cannot be everywhere, anything a parent. In India, say, one of them states, the more states, support him for being 2 years. And they encourage you to mama once because almost say our phone is stable and son will be at the calm. What I say? Why when you're state in here? You see how the state is intervening, supporting the couples, yes, because just who fine. Almost who said first 2 years in a marriage is breaking. Marriage is breaking. I say I work colani break. In the state, our phone. Aha, I'm almost who fine. Into now, say, Obiaba become. Let's say, states support parents to take care of the child because they understand that the child belongs to the state, but the state is also giving parents responsibility. What I say? That is a colano koye bibia. Now you're the Nico prison. One it here, any state in it here. The Akorano so ebeni ebe doctor ebe we ya not to treat taxes and yes state energy. State energy.
The
state has to help parents to be responsible. And then wa keke say o my say o mo 10 no mo house meaning baby o. Anyway what happen.
Just when the others all can you say Koko wura ni kunu ye watchman omo maten.
Some of it me assure omo ye. I'm almost it's okay. But the issue is said ADAKABRI. Everything is possible, but not everything is profitable. Sabi, you know 24 hours a day. Wow, back, wow, wow, do, wow, 24 hours in a day. Sabi, in Colanso, Omonian Coco, I had your brogo homo baby and no. What I say? I just engaging emotionally, physically, means for value clarification. It's about 20. About 20. Tell me, how many minutes in a day in Albania to nature and Colano? If you could everyone ask your papa and mom, so me in Yanka. What I say? All that is important. You see, quality supersedes quantity. That the Nkrumah ya wono bako. The mammy won the babaco. And so said the maybe papa who be crowd be enemy.
Aye.
What I say? Young Croma, yeah. Yang ya do one in the bomb crying, no. Jesus, the papa won the back. Jesus Christ. So now I will be asked.
Yeah, I will be better. I just saw a warrior. They will say, excuse my.
Our papa, nay, I war between your channel. Ama and Yama Bahu, dignity. You see, human beings are made in God's image, and so dignity is important. What I say? Into the war dignity, and ya war be brea. I said, it's the big one now or to because only was that is.
Then finally, Dr. Leticia Princess appear. What can say? I could there be a moy in the right frame. Chichimutrain.
I could there be a moy because Yanko body be what I say. Could there be a moy? There's a mango seed. The one fan chef from Amfer Suan Gusu. I'm for fertilizer, and your mango tree, and your fruit to that. What I say? Sanity, Akolepia is born with a seed. But we are yet enabling environment, no. And Macolana, you benefiting from Acolano. I didn't like, you have to young space. What you say, yes, Yako space, then Kofako space, Yuri Gagarin, Namco space, Abayakobida. As I say, cry and caution. That be a baby crying, every a medal, is it a good space?
Aqualabi cry, yes, what did was so walk space in one side, maybe into and the entitlements in Yano, a binder tree, and a wolf for, and walk at no expectation to obey baby. Nay, to me, as
I did to cry, it's to me, as I cry, as I said, it is a good space. I think it's in a good space. But in yes, one non going from. So one shop body 1 minute journey here. What do you mean? That's the point.
We do it
the only thing we have is a dream. The body belongs to God. And before we can harness our brain, we should serve God first. It is the body, and it's not when you come ultimate by heart because you don't control your body. The body is not yours. The only thing you have is your brain. What I said. But if you do not honor the body, you cannot use your brain.
Say you drew sermon. It remember the pill. Na ubronya de ne ubabde ne bawia me awia bi me no betena ha sei. Na ya dwendwene no because some akeka na scary kakra. I said we are not in grasp with a kwane wo se fa so aye de toto ye normal. Onyankopon twede ampo na me stress obehwe wo so na menobeshia then I can nyame why
amen
right I didn't who imagine not mini as about say Kamadin Ibrahim of the New Patriotic Party na komuna ye di no te say imaton koko baba watchman
easy
omumadu
easy
and omuye property of the state. Name ima any baba. Aye wafakwame any atama me. The atama me madu. Atama me ton aye event say gobe. And event say atama me kunu. And so aye driver ni. Do wafakwajo aye driver ni. Oni atama me wudu. Bekwa kan bi kwa tetete baby. Na state no and a year owner of Sankwala do not tamame and ne offense of Fakojo awono. Yeah, Ima and Baba awono. Name mono, I was say omuye responsible. What you say? What you know what I'm saying?
So ADAKABRI, first and foremost, make sure my constituency for Amasama constituency. Any we for no share for na on say asema ye population growth for asema ye ni na no. Untimi ye culture and frame because sa notion na ye what it say a war a part of in fact who bebre kra na unni hwe kra culturally no ye hu say we are bear my chance over resources are uninkola. There are families still today at ADAKABRI obeja tum say so kasa obe wo ba kwa na mienu kra na wa we busu afo na ebiso say aden what's the reason behind so person wo ba kwa na mienu because yeda so much as say we are educated no so uko ware kra na eyi ana bibisa ADAKABRI yetimeka say amamre yento ntwene ana that is what they say so it tells you how stronger culture play in our role but that is where also the state comes in. But state also coming in. Sometimes nyamani bi wo ha through education. It take time because we share your population. ADAKABRI, the last population compared to this one, we share difference, and that's a figure senior correct. That's close to 10 million addition. Well, the last time they say about 26 million. Currently, we are told we are around 34 to 36 million. So we share that increment within 10 years. That should tell you say you're planning now, or say you share your name. Say because Ghana population from independence ebe pimen say your population no increase and decrease. There are other developed countries because they will tell you say population over time no the rate at which increase no and encouraging to the extent say ebi mukrat mi biem said ombenya nipa aba because labor force no form
and yes you net increase in 800,000 per year.
Yeah there you will be manabroso to the extent they say akra no I think this previous government, any current government, when you know, champion some agenda. We say I think some of these Caribbean countries said they bet me exporting nurses, need teachers, because they are not even government cannot even absorb them. Said the government be higher than ATM. So this start it has to do with the AC and saying. Originally, the ADAKABRI from November, December, yenim say transportation asem eyedin ewon crying ni Kumasi because of Christmas festivity. No. But Obia and then doing say after Christmas, yeah, 2 months. Still, it looking like afempona Christmas then eba. In fact, sometimes trim now who said the amount for a queue at the various stations. And you ask yourself, say, how can government step in quickly to solve the problem? Yes, road
last Monday at around 7 p.m. Na midru Shiashi. Na me turn off the Liberation Road towards Shiashi. Na me she nipa ne jina me nipa no so ho a wo mo twen for a year trot na are 7 p.m.
7 p.m. In fact, Monday. Now saying I think day schools I was say yen stand on more time and more. Because sometimes I'm a summer like this. As at 9 o'clock
in the morning,
we say students edge now epeka. So first
time.
2 lessons they're gone. Onko 2. Before we drew school crano, maybe a first break. Yeah, almost free first break.
But how are we moving away from say? Enka community biano. I was say school ben. I was say what sorry ben. I was say mosque ben. I was say hospital ben. I was say market a ben. Why are we moving away from that setting?
It boils down to planning. ADAKABRI, Accra, Kumasi, in fact, the whole Ghana. You are him for a custodian of the land. And mududu ahin let me dedicate to say my community as I say major for school, major for market, major for playground. You can't find one. There are a lot of municipalities and so also some structures a woman unya land mpo enye.
But Dr. Apia can say ubra na wo bono largely no depending on government policies, government interventions are all.
And say government policy no because of over time you are failing in that no. Say amount for nesi adene wie. Who ye dey akobu. And yes, the impact of politics. Almost starting saying na mu ya ntu mamu then we begin running away from
because
it.
Because the community bia I was say school ben I was say hospital ben I was say wasori ben I was say masalachi ben I was say udwom ben I was say even corner shop for groceries e ben na just nka community na say aye complete na say move away en mass say we go another area and no and as our migration no transport movement no e man yedin
ebi dia oka no
agolati amasamai na oba school e wo bia depot
ebi mo call laboni near
crossover Accra High
from Amasama to that place day school they be in and out san oko anka you know now can say school no eben community no e be far Accra or be Kokra should be somewhere of anko
5 miles
at least it's okay
But to this extent, from how to Laboni, so Krawa camp on us see Colaboni, devoid of traffic runner. You spend more, around 20 to 30 minutes on the road. How much
and
more
the cost of moving there?
Moving. How much more fena oko kiwi a petrol? And I think currently, semester the various municipal assemblies and our government way policy, they can talk to GPR to students in the say you who more kiwa, you more preference. Na your friends a trot for informal because of almost school. But you see that people careless. And sometimes too, you understand other people in that honestly kwejuma or pentama kwejuma.
At the be a normal season. There's this community near North Kanisha last stop, in between North Kanisha last stop and Fadama. That community a friend mo Musuli. Okay. Now Musuli no, there was this gentleman never at Okule. Okay. Now Okule a bookman abeka to circle, abeka to Accra. Na abeka market one no. Na me nua ba Mrs. Comfort Evelyn Bedia commensa na oye teacher ni ewo Fadama honom.
Okay.
Na ne ma boys no kwa no omenye duru ho be fro trotro okule nya hu nkwala no a trotro de dan ni a obefa passenger no ade age wo mo no front teacher bileba just what now so ache wo di line mo say mo bia tra front wo if we say teacher ba no aba. It here is a community between Abeka school I work Fadama ho. Na teacher ni chirade ho. Na teacher ni ba is giving preference. I will lie more. And then would this suffice?
No, it will be difficult. Because ADAKABRI anyone want say ubeti say Kantamanto ashe. Via service echo rema omunya kwan. Ade na ashe anka yesan be no fufura ye be designing ni year.
That's road.
Na yasan go back to square one. E just atoma omuntimi nya access bio. Ebi na enura meti say around VIP area ha. VVIP rather. Area ho say ejato. And a lot of it has to do with just planning. ADAKABRI me call Saudi between Jeddah to Makkah. Proper plan on my 6 lanes air core, 6 lanes air bar. Unam kwai no so cars be 2 and 3 na oshia. Nya ka no eda ho. Hwe poko asama sama ye bimi ba amasama na ye single lane road. And a present kufo be no double. ADAKABRI ubeja to me say amasama road we minim say unim. Yen we road no. But you can tell say roadway in future they will expand it again. Because a lot of people move across our teacher mountain area ho. And I'm some of the areas are among for they are moving in. So say what proper planning now. This is a road anchor by now. You're in best 6 lanes. A biom kesiye. By a better traffic ness and started building up. And now ban some or some be expanding. Who be expanding be who sanko bubu amount for dying. And you have to compensate them. Sometimes some of this money is a year compensation.
And a car baby national. Your Makwa car baby in our Central Business District.
And ADAKABRI last me buy my car. Say more about transportation.
Mauni and Mremobi. The second part.
Okay, that's fine.
Kamal Dean Ibrahim of the New Patriotic Party. And then the opening comments. Yet me and common in Kuku is a population explosion. Say net population growth in Ghana 800,000 per annum. Na 100,000 rantiano and then Mabawan, ye juma momonye. Classrooms are choked, hospitals overcrowded, streets overcrowded, cemetery overcrowded, much overcrowded. We are failing to manage our population enough. Amaliba, also so them know fruit trotro. And then how is it like?
I need to go to know.
Yeah. Amaliba. On per front to cry. One front now Amaliba every no team.
Over.
Amaliba.
One more Hanam initiative.
Yebru.
Maybe before they are women here and I don't need to greet him.
And then you know yes that kind of politics.
No, they don't need greetings. Maybe the women here.
Your opposition too.
Over.
Amaliba.
See, NPP see the population explosion to be a threat. NDC sees it as a golden opportunity. Oh, what you come Minya Kamal Dean, right? Kamal Dean viral. Kamal Dean, I'm saying NPP. How many are you? Kamal Dean, how many are you in the NPP?
Ma when this one to okay,
of my senior, the former national Asara coordinator, honestly,
Kamal Dean. And I'm asking how many of you are in the MPP? Because it appears that Kamal Dean for the hijack MPP. Anyway. Over. So we'll share public transport and the issues associated with it.
Omnibus Services Authority. USA.
Started under Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, right?
I think
Liman rather.
No, it was Kwame Nkrumah. It was Government Transport Department and the Omnibus Services Authority.
Very well.
Okay.
No munina Omnibus USA, no condition pamprom, and government transport so now or a SAF industrial area.
Okay. STC was also part. Besides that, near public rail system na era ne kakra. At least me who ye crowd me kai somewhere 2000 and me the year 2000s. Then I me go school and was dancing from that. I used to see those trains. About Obuasi na bejina minding you see baby
of Kumasi Obuasi.
Oba bejina baby na by Metro Mass transport.
One was train station.
Oh.
And you can say one ana you cry Obuasi Kujina.
Exactly. And then Nina Wahifa. Ajegu. One of the major problems of Africa, which for me, that means African leaders are thinking right, is transportation. In Nkrumah Council Assembly, we say for Africa to develop, we need 3 or 4 existential economic models. Number 1, you hear common defense system. Number 2, you hear common currency. That will be regulated by African Central Bank. Number 3, we need a transportation. I bet connect all the continent together. And the last but not the least, communication. In fact, for me, communication and transport goes together. And then a jegu. And then what here Bob and I say, at me Bob 9 o'clock, who could do bus stop and I'm college now a bus on the school. Metro Mass Transport System or Metro Mass Transit student F4 car now, that is true. To improve intercity or within the city transport system, and my President Mahama, Kofa Ayalolo buses before NDC before over near the one, there's 240 buses near the bus system anymore. A business ye create a BRT lane, a Kwanwe issue. Pokuasa Amasaman Kwan was open for feasibility studies. So the challenges that will associate with the running of the buses within the Accra metropolis. Need me that bottlenecks in everywhere. You be more about other places. You are right. Me fat trotro. And I am proud to board the public bus. Why? Because with Timua, with some amount of worker. They say I'm better radio so I can sympathize with the majority of the citizens. Sebio abrabomo coincident in Yoma Binti. One month to me, yes, enter Moka. And I dare say, maybe by a minister of Ghana Cramp or minister of state, I'll still board the public bus. Over. Me make catch it. No, you see, don't know the Malabar you are dealing with.
Oh, please.
Maybe even the minister of state cry, maybe the public bus be Juma. That's my choice. That's my choice. If I am part of it, over. If I am part of the system, I'll be able to make the system better. Go to Netherlands, go to Holland, go to Switzerland and other places, Europe to be specific. There are instances more government officials at the bicycle in the Kwejuma. Bike. I remember some time ago, Ras Mubarak, when he was in parliament, Ochi bike at the call parliament. You remember that time? And the bike could do parliament when he was making a submission the floor of parliament. Okan said there is a need for government to create a bicycle lane on our major roads. Recently, I watched Honorable Zuwera. Is it MP for Salaga South, right? Yeah, one name, Honorable Minister for Deputy Minister for Transport. Echo Ethiopia. When they came back, they were trying to recap on Nyomom Kuhui or Ethiopia. On highway, ewo Krunumua, they were bicycle, ebefa, any motors. We were pedestrians, so befa. Ni o baby a car, so befa. Ni o yanswa yanam from so befa. These are proper city planning in other places. They just are into me here. We can equally do it. When Mahama was leaving office as of 2016, he had 240 buses at the MPP before. So, Omo bar.
The idea is more 500.
Our bus are more. Oh, one back now, are you aware that out of that 240 buses, only 80 penny a juma? Only 80 buses are operational. Yet the Misika and the war seek offer. Osora na power better na hey. Adi chia won okoda na jua won't mean na osora na pado kotina jumem. O taxes are yet to kakra and the other workers and the populace. Let's see kind of the cotos abasis me and the buy. Even though the government crampo agent and Bosnia, ye seek and the bakuaka. Within 8 years, more running buses in that down. Quite a motor news station never buses in their case. If you are time po enchasi. If you are a Ghanaian, now who's the way? Now you're MPP, now you're proud of what buying records. I told you, and it's all better. I don't want to cancel some winner.
But my couple, my boarding.
What I see, and don't hold my boarding. Says who?
Say,
woman or Mokana?
Marco Polo, no.
Okay, also Marco Polo, no. That is why
maintenance.
You need offer efficient management. All this needs to be taken care of. Right? To be taken care of. Because it's a public bus. You are a member of the public. So already at the end of your mind party in the show. Say you jumana semi. You want to do any film, you fambo or minor.
Now, I didn't in a private sector, they no more acquire in 2016. No, that private sector they no registered 2016. Bakukra, Emfrimu, Nina are still on the road.
You see what
I didn't state
it is the philosophy of the MPP. Government doesn't run business. Of course, there's no need for government to do business. Recently, one of the proponents of the new patriotic party, who cowardly refused to come out to say so, but Kofi Benton, that's okay. Or see, a bank have no business running public transport. They also are buying and say, we can't find no enjoy public transport, no, and for individuals or the businessmen to run. This is their philosophy. And it's for him. A bank or Marco Polo buses at the bus and find public transporter. Then the party will ban, no also advise someone. How will he advise them? And indeed, Kofi Benton was one of the advisors of the MP when they were in power. Baumia campaign with Jemu and then he is their consultant. So about Benton will win him normal manager. You can imagine the outcome. And he has no cause to come and sit here and complain. Over. Let me say it here and now. We appreciate the mess at MPP for our cause on my way. And we understand the gravity of the cause of that mess. No? And don't think they catch a gun of force and move to me, we will solve the problem. In fact, here ho abofunu na etia koma
enipa ejina kwa da for nsu beto omunya ka enkofi no sa picture no e de le catch no
kofa awe ho see ohun say NDC party office na nim ufri party office so na OTC Gold filling station na
that is the Kwame Nkrumah Avenue.
Yeah, that's the next bus stop in Kwambo Roxy bus stop e wan e wo e to da pa ne say June July nsu beto na obehu adwumayefo ya pon adwuma wo ma ko di dwa wie makolafo yi ba na ohwe kwabran sabi e ma ne nkola show mochi na nsuo atobo o mo na reho o mo de bus stop e be peka eni ho de kofia mi hu na makoma enwunugu mi yam sa. I feel so sad. You see, because of any me and programs my jai, but you know why? My bad program UTV I could do for how much 3 pen. Yes.
Baby.
Ofa, man koda baby, me je ko menyaka. UTV wa woni tu asemo pon na jo be 11 to 12. Sabe no, trotro be na yedwuma.
Amaliba.
Ofa, me na me catch no. Who request Uber? Na me was coming for Uber.
Amaliba.
Oh, ofa, no koda me catch no. You see, so these are the challenges I am saying what the people are going through. What's the name?
Baby, what man find TV?
No, do me chiana. No money time.
Area boys go video repair. You better say sextortion.
And some of the can yes sir. You bet me that I have my money. You can say over. Public transport system, there's a huge problem. And I think that the Minister for Transport, Honorable Bukari Nikwe, I am with the view that the minister will be to major legacy for no one who as a minister. Buying as an NDC, then you only be a common penny John Dramani Mahama. Any Ghana, any NDC na the Minister for Transport. This is a challenge of Babe too. I understand the gravity of this issue. But so to me the NDC form no solve public transport, no or making money by better, which I am very much aware say Juma Ekoso, the deputy, Omoko Ethiopia and other places. There are buses and air systems. When these things are able to manage well, na public transport system na improve ebe ni munyam amano na be ye enije so magana fo ina san se ya se odwuma yani kwa ye dwuma wie na ka keke odi kofie ontum look o free cycle na wo ba menkano ache motor etu sabe ya chassis yo they are charging as much as 10 Ghana cedis and more na just one ya no fo no obi so be fa no totot olodu Accra no be cycle and it was sika obe charging. No free cycle, and so eba Achemota, it was still be charging from Achemota to Mar 7, from Mar 7 to 1 year for crown on the West Pukwase. Yes, I do see barrier or you see for so baby to say Amasam Ain, and someone more. Unko do feel not take us can what you're almost 40 Ghana cedis. I mean, Bonnie Bana Ghana near ye. You're also fast. Are you winning me now? Kaya dear can meet or say, I don't know about the buy and Kaya Juma. As President Mahama envisioned it, MPP by no na Ghana for enhwe bi free mo ho. And new man na Mahama most or incompetent into the system no. Ghanaians were expecting some mobile no the ojama mo no. Kamo be manaka hwa na mahwe ni ye. And so you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Montimi anye. And ne sa for ya na omo wa bam barely a year ago. Any entire bob na. And they are expecting NDC about say yen the magic one na minkano nyomo montimi anye 8 years no yen for 1 year enye. How would that be possible? However, we will do it, but first thing first. We are stabilizing prices, we are bringing fuel down, and all of that. Definitely, public transport system, we will solve it before 2028.
ADAKABRI, idea way Ghanaians never through challenge. And tina mi pesa me babet na hame no politics. Oteha or see idea ya saying 8 years. You expect some bear the magic wand, and they are turning around. But oteha. In 12 months, we'll see what me stabilize the currency and basubo. I am for more. Within the first year, they will say a wood year. But transportation challenges are a month for facing this January. We see young Franco blaming Nanado. ADAKABRI Upe Google na share whether 2022 President Nanado had to give 45 buses to Metro Mass. ADAKABRI last year, Ukasawa, how we interview me, the same man and our friend about transportation issue at Yekan. How people are running state buses down, but who compare private sector now, they are doing well. These are issues I was saying. Who koka obi original car by this time no. And then people are saying no koka chile no. Una wa be mu na odi to me amount. Solve the problem for the person. So ultimately turn this issue way because who are them within 1 year. Then don't come and tell them say within 1 year no. Wait me stabilize the dollar, the city. Wait me am a fuel at the pump I form. And need a young for praise anymore. But to solve the problem of the ordinary Ghanaian, they also yansanko blame me, friends and former president Nanado. Only ho, me see, the 8 years, the 8 years of former president Nanado. This issue as of January, no radio station and a discussing issue of people how we are stranded. I told you, say November, December is understandable because that was the Christmas season. This is something unique. I see for the first time people are complaining. Let your minister sit down and then solve the problem. Let Jamuba station and I uncle blame me, we uncle blame. So you want me to go and blame former president Nanado? If or the bus is some Metro Mass and they are unable to handle it well because of air government buses into now more for air running it down. And you and I a better radio station. I was say young calling on them to see that proper management of our transportation system. ebe improve at least anya kra no metro mass awukan one kasa say na first nkola eco school a yenjo muska why na introduce metro mass former president Kufuor and MPP government BRT awukan the only lane of BRT me by the ADAKABRI interview papa no ukra ukai eya haya mu lane na mo aye nyina anye from Amasama Eko Accra the only BRT lane you don't even drive 2 minutes on this lane from Tesano Ebepim Abeka Junction less than 2 minutes drive and so no crowd praise who say mu the metro mass BRT but BRT na see say most of these buses are now obsolete say and that challenge has to do with a different topic I was say yanhwe Ebani sense anka metro mass say a private person there by this time no anka wakoto fleet ni be abeka ho but aban there how come say aban etogum no na still say but we are not seeing say that state institution run profitable so the man kasa no etimi to be ebe augment STC was almost run down. It took the intervention of Nana Kumia as the CEO of Metro Masuka STC ono no be reviving STC me see who's you complete lie the evidence is there. The evidence is what? Me see the evidence is clear. When please what? Please. One or see 8 years you say I then who's on so you see you are confused. You see please Metro when you were talking I and
STC are distinct. Please get your facts right.
But
we will get there.
Let him you don't need to educate me on that. Distinct from Ayalolo, distinct from STC. And I'm telling you, it took the intervention of Nana Kumia. Onu no be reviving MPP. Everybody knows within MPP. Where everybody knows Nana Kumia na ama for started patronizing the services of STC. First ever do time we catch obi so onko tina STC also onko. Nana Kumia decide innovation e buy and omukoto buses back home. Today look at STC. It's plying the road, trying to compete with some of the private your friends buses. This is not a political issue. I did discuss it. Send so no the cover politics. Anka way ordinary Ghanaian or suffer. How do you come and politicize? We are bemu. Some of these Gen Zs, they've not seen your friend saying Nanado amemo to that extent. I feel no more analyze it. You see, when you people come to talk, mutimi kasa as if say President Mama the first term here. The second term here, the first term was not good, and that was why he was voted out. He's back in power. Now he's getting and he deserves praise. Where the praise is due, will praise. Where the condemnation to is men shifting from our previous government. And they all can. The people, the good people of Ghana out there, homogeneous queue for buses, they see the reality. Nobody, me say, I'll repeat it.
Is there an end in sight?
Oh, say any minister no never me answer sir question way. Because whether we like it or not, that GPR to you for any protos or more other unions are government must sit with them. Now ADAKABRI, share how if it is private, because they say a challenge for me not expert though, but I believe say private individuals are almost caught into transportation. ADAKABRI I find the word me some tax incentive so that they can import certain buses. And I believe, say, left on to me alone, ADAKABRI, I was say some of these trotro you see, I was say yama yahun some years, and then starting phasing out kakra. There are some coastal buses, you best start introduce you into the trotro. Instead of say you cover car bafena, ye bubu ye seat, she munisa anyama very uncomfortable. But if you take this busing system, a place like Rwanda, sa coastal buses no mu use, and they have a system who rema okra na what tap it, na a deduct the amount of money. Any baby alcohol, na a deduct some amount. This is the novel ideas I was saying introducing. Okay, one of the things to solve the transportation system, and it's another Dr. Bamia introducing electric buses. They were making fun of him, and then the mayor of Accra and other people are calling for your friends. I say a lot of
Dr. Baumia introduced electric buses.
Oh, 2023 is online. The electric buses. And those who are applying, the electric buses, why the imported was imported under the MPP government. Through the like Dr. Mama. He made the video. I have the video on my phone right now. Okay, I'm for that more. No about it. When he was talking about the importation of
the man for.
Oh, but the electric buses are moving. I see on Adenta Road coming to Legon.
No, this and to do a sign a for no operating.
Oh, say no, let me say or the B buyer to solve the transportation issue. Mankasa was solve it. The MPP has not solved all our transportation issue. That is not what I'm saying. Even Rollins out in Abemu for all this long crowd, when to me and solve us at 2000 okono, now also a good. when Timia solve it. So that governance is continuum. And it's about now face a challenge. A new challenge emerge. Not a confront to government. Don't run and say young Fanko blaming the previous government. About the papa they also young farmer within 12 months. When I bear the magic one. By your bonnie they also young Sanko back.
My Amaliba, is there an end in sight? Citizens stranded on the various urban roads awaiting trotro.
There is absolutely end in sight. I will come there, but let me say this. Let me set this record straight. As you can see, we Ghana Web, if we are meeting the amount, no one ready. I will ensure STC survives as long as I remain President Mahama. Saturday, 22nd October 2016. President His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Friday inaugurated new fleet of buses for the State Transport Company and promised to ensure the company survives as long as he remains the #1 gentleman of the land. STC stands for safety and comfort. Blah, 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 blah. This is President Mahama inaugurating STC. Now come here, I'm asking you. It is when President Mahama
inaugurating STC.
Yes.
It
was
STC not start STC.
Please.
President Mahama start STC.
I will ensure STC.
I will ensure means he started STC.
Please. And the Kufuor STC collapsed.
Please.
Can I proceed?
Please.
And the Kufuor STC collapsed. Like Ghana Airways.
STC did what?
STC never collapsed.
It collapsed.
STC never collapsed. Stop it.
STC
never collapsed.
It's
not true.
Can I continue?
It's not true.
President Mahama Bano appointed Honorable Nyoma Donko
since
as an MD.
Since 1962, government transport, State Transport Corporation, VANEF STC intercity coaches, I collapsed that.
Over. It was so redundant that even the public
now
was
you
not
are prepared to
you
are prepared to talk about redundancy.
Over. I didn't redundant. Isn't it collapse?
But the next say I'm collapsing.
Please.
But what did they do? They left unattractive.
Oh, please.
By the time they were leaving office,
please,
it was completely a rubble. President Mahama came to revive it under the leadership of Mr. Nyoma Donko. Want to revive STC back again.
First year when 1 million cedis as dividend am government.
What you say?
Akomia first year when 1 million cedis.
October 2016.
I didn't good. I'm asking you, say Akomia buy and when 3 dividend 1 million am buying na.
1 million Ghana cedis am buying as a dividend, right? Good. That means NDC did the proper foundation within 1 year.
Collapsing the NDC foundation.
Stop that. What is it? From 2016, 2017 ending or 2018, no 1 million. What does that mean? It means about 2 company and they're very viable. And then Korea STC is saying, Irene is saying. Yes, Irene is saying. I am aware that you came property owning Democrat. You made wealth for yourself. And looking at the minister, my finance minister, what Jenny or Kotra, US and ne, ya chira lock no say, ha party, sebe ba mi krum pa beda la bon mi fie commercial eyes for them. That's you. We're not ashamed of that. You are the only government that could afford na free bemu and the minister of finance. I will my menu about Jenny Africa na. Ya was some person about the krum. Ayamwa. So far, we are not placing blame on anybody. And we are not also saying say, oh MPP and YNT, ya be ni hwe. You are asking me, is there end inside? Yes, the end inside. The challenge here is that Osha buses now. Metro Mass Transit. What happened to Metro Mass Transit? And then fleet or more. All of them have been run down. I don't know buses. 240. Only 80 in a year, Juma. Less than half the number. Let him explain to the listeners. I didn't tell President Mahama 240 buses. Now 8 years down the lane, Mahama Babaka only 80 pen a year. Juma, explain to us. Now for more cameras, unko achemota or the say new terminal. Now unko here bus ABC one over. You have two kind of ties in and tell from say bam. These are your record. These are the things you did when you were in power. So if you have such a same people coming to sit down on radio, pontificate on morals and trying to demonstrate some level of high morality and justify themselves and pushing the blame to others. It is an insult to the intelligence of the Ghanaian public. What's a Gen Z for a day? How many Gen Z do you have?
Ghanaian public are out there stranded.
How many Gen Z do you have?
Government is that is the second year of your government. Solve the transportation.
Can I continue?
It's not about ranking, it's not about blabbing. It's about solving what they are going through.
Can I continue?
We are in January going to February. They are stranded. Ghanaians are stranded. Students do not go to school. Solve it. 8 years we never encountered this.
Interjections. Please, we are having a decent program. Leave what you are doing. You see, characteristics of the MPP, that's how you are. So far, when brown born a bang a bone a corn, into Ghana form only 38%. Some from Kofi and Kope Bindidi. Because University of Ghana or
when is the same when you are 34%.
44 and 38. What the difference?
34%.
Good. But Ghanaians later
knew
it was a vote of regret. That what to tell the area of parliament to know. A vote of regret. No, we are giving her two options: a murderer and a liar. For Ghanaians to choose one as president, it won't happen. And I want to remind you. But you would never
has no expression.
Who said that?
Who will be a murderer? He's using your plan. Also be a murderer. Who is a murderer?
I know you see what I'm
No, but you said we have the option between a murderer.
Can I continue?
So who is the murderer? So who is a murderer? Why not? Everyone. Who is a murderer?
Obama.
So Obama is not here.
Obama.
Now see, we are left with the choice of choosing between a murderer and a liar.
Please, can I continue?
Who is a murderer?
Stop that.
Who is the murderer? This is a serious statement. Who sees somebody is a murderer? Report it to the police if you know the person has committed murder. Who is a murderer?
Kenny Japan.
He's a murderer.
Well, say Baumia a liar. The video is all over the place.
Who is a murderer?
And
I don't mind.
Who is the Baumia boy? Also attack
saying someone is a liar is not a crime.
A liar calling Obisa or say a murderer calling someone a liar. Capital nonsense. What do
who said who? Obama said someone is a murderer.
Should I get it for you? Please. I'll get it for you before we leave here. So far, Nia can say they left a mess for us. First and first.
Who can murderer?
Or say 1 year down the lane, you to keep pride for the city I drop. Oh, yes, common sense is managing Ghana. Wisdom is leading the country. And in your mind, we make sure that we get things right. First and first. And then what Ghanaians needed, a year, the food over form, the castle today over form. The buyer stabilized. Now, for a 4 and then a 4 sick day, or capital and she said the share and the MPP. These are the fundamentals we put in place. And for transportation in there, like I told you, we're in the second year. I am very much convinced that by the first quarter, which is by now to March, maximum by March, over all this transportation system will be the thing of the past. Because minimum common and penny for the idea and definitely be done. May transform into I am telling you what my leadership is doing to solve the mess.
This thing about fuel I call from dollar, your friend single digit, muka. But Ghanaians also say, they are still stranded out there. Solve the problem. 2. Teacher with the single digit inflation with all the positive indicators. Teachers are 1 month in the air picket almost arrest now. Cocoa farmers since November. You don't know the teachers went and picketed at the ministry.
Okay.
You don't know. Cocoa farmers almost maybe ADAKABRI. Cocoa farmers since November. Almost they are broke. Pay them if the indicators
my father is a cocoa farmer.
Juice ag for 8 months arrest. So yeah fund for so yeah fund am promise so start 24-hour economy. The youth out there need when are you starting the 24-hour economy? Now stop it. This single digit must translate into something. ADAKABRI,
what will be the campaign message?
Bible say what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose it? So
right.
What does it profit the Ghanaian for fuel to drop? Now I stranded up onya.
Okay. Right, you've had Damfama Kingsley, Amaliba of the National Democratic Congress, Kamaldeen Ibrahim of the of the New Patriotic Party. Now, you've had that, and Famumina. Ibekofi, if you're near Abraham Way, Onula Michael, Omina, the Ibekofi, Jojo.